Absolutely. Always, absolutely. Yeah.
One of my co-workers is reading your books.
Awesome.
Cool.
But they saw the videos.
No, they haven't seen the videos. I did say that I play D&D with the author.
Yeah. Okay, so we are up to session number 145 for this game, which also happens to be Live Play Video 800.
Woo!
Sort of all adding up very quickly. This is Phase 3, Season 3, Episode 8. It is still the second day of the first month of the year 1012, and characters are 13th level.
Hopefully not for long.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's still being the same day.
Yes.
Plus 10 seconds.
The shortest session, the shortest level we ever had was half a session.
I'm at
But
the
isn't
day,
Dimitri 14th level?
but yes.
Yes. But when everyone else goes to 14, he doesn't change.
Oh.
The it is getting, both the other groups are 4 days out from D-Day, so we need to move.
Okay.
Okay. Then we get to know the future.
I feel like Drazzle will just pull us out wherever we are and move us to the 15th if he needs to.
So, to put that in context, the groups have found out that on the 15th day of this month, in the game, the Atruaghin Clans will be going to war.
Possibly the 14th, but we think the 15th.
If the Master has not crossed the lake, it will be Darkham that they'll be going to war with. If the Master has crossed the lake, it will be the Master who they go to war with.
And if
But
Friday,
war will happen one way or the other.
and if Friday hasn't done their thing, then it's possible that the Master will get some very, very powerful allies on the 15th. So, 15th is a big day.
So, shock
Really
troopers.
good with the fact that when we're talking about the clans going to war, when, yes, the total might or the total personnel of the clan will be in the battle will be greater than the numbers on both sides to put on top.
And if Friday doesn't do their thing, the elemental clans, who will be, if the Master gets the stuff he wants before we do what we want to do, they will be under direct, mind control of the Master's forces, and they are shock troopers, as Martin explains. They are very, 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 very powerful elemental wizards. Or sorcerers, or...
They're the ones that deal with any sort of element with destruction as the focus point of that element. They're not about how to use that element to create or how to use that element to help. It's how to use that element to destroy.
So they'll be very useful for us if we can free them from the control. But we have 4 days to find 4 different elemental avatars in an alternate dimension and find out how to get them to break the bargain. So, yes. 15th is a big day looming large in my head.
And a few interesting things with that are also happening as well. And at the current time, Darkham is under siege.
Yes.
And they have a plan in how to get the Master to attack them.
And the Master cheated, so we got to destroy one of his constructs. Because the Master now also can take the form of a shadow dragon, and was basically inhabiting one of his constructs and piloting it directly as opposed to piloting it from the island. So when we took out the construct, there was a shadowy, dragony form that flew up out of it.
Okay, so with our current storyline, we are in Rapan Athak, where you're dealing with a second level down. May not be the level 2, but it's the second level down that you travel to. And you will be aiming to clear the level so future habitation can happen, because leaving things behind means that, well, you might have to do it all over again.
I think, have we actually? No, there's one space we haven't cleared yet. But we sort of got to the point that all of us were down enough, we need to take a rest.
Okay, so at the table today we have Rhiannon.
Hi, I am playing Hildren, who's all fine as long as we don't mention the G word. The
Good.
Ranger, well, that one too.
Gary.
Gary.
The Ranger Hunter Tempest Cleric, who is currently trying to manage the desire to kill everything she sees with the desire to not kill everything she sees in case those things happen to be her children.
I'm sure you'll have plenty of them.
There's 700 years. Depends on if I figure out how to prolong Rune's life.
I'm sure you can turn him into some sort of vampire.
Yeah. Well, no, not vampire. Reincarnate. I know plenty of clerics we can reincarnate.
So then brings us to AJ.
Hey viewers, so I play Makeda Aiden, or Merc for short. So he's a human bard, a merchant by trade. He's here for reasons to protect his offspring, and he is someone that tends to play behind the tanks. More of a supporting element.
Now he has a nice golden scepter.
Nice golden scepter, a nice golden and sapphire encrusted sword or rapier. She's very eager to understand what the trap is with that.
Because you can't give that sword to your descendant, because then it can't come back to you.
True.
Because it was in your tomb? Yes.
Yeah.
And, picking up magic items in Rapanathak, totally not a problem, not a bad idea.
Never ever a problem. Always turns out good.
Says the person who picked up who in another character picked up a pretty necklace in a room that was specifically told is about temptation and traps. It's a pretty necklace.
That's a T word. The third floor is just going to be all traps.
Possibly.
And that brings us to Sean.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Sean's mum.
I am playing a Elven Water Genasi Berserker. He is a failed druid. Can't do magic. Or wild shape fully.
Name Cetus, not Cletus.
Yes. That is his brother.
Okay.
I've started calling him Clayton to stop the confusion, but it hasn't really caught on.
I call him Clayton every now and again, but Cletus is fun.
We have run into his descendants in here, which he was not happy about, because some of them did die, and the other ones were cultists.
Yeah, grandchild possibly of Hildren and Cetus.
Yeah.
Which brought up the question of how long Hildren has kids for. Because Cetus's kids don't grow that fast.
Yeah.
It depends on exactly how he spawns them.
Very true. It also depends on whether they are born Genasi or human.
Or
For
adopted.
Hildren.
Could also just be facehuggers.
Really?
We don't know if he's going to turn into somebody.
Cetus?
Cetus
Yes.
might turn into a hive lord or a hive queen or something like that. We don't know. We're produced by facehuggers.
Which then brings us to mine.
So I'm playing a monk of the Kenzai tradition. He's a medium wood elf. And his background is an urchin from Darrakan. So I don't know if that...
It still counts. You may have your mind's transferred from body to body.
But this is consistent
halfling, but it's still
between
a elf.
halfling and elf. So that's
Well, the elf form never had a childhood.
maybe, yeah.
So it was created as young adult, and you've just grown from there.
Okay. And I belong to the Path of Fire.
Which then brings us to Ariadne.
Always try to take me out of my character, which is Carrix, the white dragon with the... Let me see if I can do it. Jazz wings, double wings, woo! And the Dark Fae companion, which is greatly demonstrated through Homicidal Bunny. Although
like
she's a
that's-
plant, she could take the form of a bunny if she wanted to.
I feel like that's a good representation of Morrigan. It just needs horns for a jackalope's form.
Nobody's going to argue that if they were to see Eep as a rabbit, it would definitely be a homicidal rabbit.
Or
Oh,
the
yeah.
rabbit from Monty Python.
Yes.
Yeah, that would probably sum her up. Outside of her coffee empire, which is pretty much run by her companion, who starts with the G word,
Grindelwafel.
Brewmeister.
Don't say the G word.
She's now spending her time meeting all of her relatives while she goes around the country completing these quests. And she's trying to figure out how come they're all gods, but she's not. And she's starting to come to the conclusion that maybe she is a god, she just hasn't realised it yet. And as soon as she makes that decision, she'll be able to do godlike things. I have a feeling that when she tries doing something very deadly and fatal and ridiculous, she's going to be rudely surprised. But she's 13, so this makes sense to her.
It sounds like a teenager.
Yeah. I will now go see to Drazzle. What's up?
Online today is Jeremy.
Good evening all. I'm playing Dimitros, the well-known sage and wise man, humbly willing to offer his advice and wisdom to all that need it.
Oh.
That's right.
Sorry.
He's got to do it like off too.
Okay, so giving you a idea of where you are, I'll move stuff to the big screen so you can actually see. You've just been dealing with the. Change the view for Jeremy so we can actually see where I'm pointing. Okay, so you've just been dealing with the dam in that room,
Yep.
which was also part of the early warning about the dam, not the damned. Because the dam was a construct.
And it tried to absorb you.
And drown everyone, even people who could breathe underwater.
Yes.
Half the party.
Well, just because it is able to act doesn't mean it has the intellect to be able to determine, can you breathe underwater? It may have held you there for weeks until it figured out, oh, you're not dead yet.
Well, admittedly though, it might get confused because you guys done race in the meantime.
Give me long enough and I was going to be able to shatter it.
Yes, but a single person might not have gone so well.
Yes, very true.
Okay.
Particularly if they're level 1.
And I think that was mostly where we left off. You just finished dealing with that when the session ended, leaving you with half an hour of strenuous activity left in the day.
And we called it that damn thing.
Is there anything else, any other notes you'd like to mention in regards to that?
I don't think so. Like, we just kept continuing exploring Rapanathak. I don't think there was anything particularly Nothing that no key points of information in the quest,
As far as we know.
as far as we're aware.
Unless we're allowed to invent it, in which case Calcrix discovers the secret to how to take down the Big O.
Yes, but she's a child and then she shies away from it.
No, she doesn't. She thinks she's a god.
We need to find the Big O's frog wife.
That's right. We just need to find his wife, tell his wife he's been a naughty person, and she'll bring him into line.
Or his
That's
mum.
what happens with most of the others.
Or his mum.
Yeah, mums work too.
He's not a messiah, he's just a very naughty boy.
So it looks like we've got one door that we don't know about yet.
That is correct. There is one unknown door so far.
But we've got half an hour and a few people took some damage, so we were thinking we might rest.
I think you were thinking you might rest because you're desperate for that rest. I think the rest of us are like, well, your children suggest
I'm
that
not
we will.
desperate.
Well, we could have a look at that door for the half hour.
I do think we should check that door, just see if it is just like one last room, or if there's more to it.
Well, particularly also the fact that it looks like that space, like there can't be that much many more rooms left in there.
That's true.
So it might be a good safe place to rest.
Everybody check their HP from last session before we do that. Because I didn't take any damage, and I know Calcrix is fine,
I'm fine.
and I know Trellin is fine.
Yeah.
Dimitri and Cetus... No, Cetus is okay. He was stabbing the water.
Okay, yeah.
Dimitri was grappled, but I don't think he took too much damage.
He got out of it straight away.
Looking at him now, he's fine.
Okay. Well, if we want to check out the last room in the last 35 minutes, then we can.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm missing about an eighth of my health.
I mean,
Which
I
sounds
can
like a
cast
lot,
healing
but I have a
spells.
lot of health.
I also can cast. I think Merc and I can both cast healing spells. And we bought a whole heap of healing, like salves and potions and stuff that none of us have touched yet.
Well, at the time we had a really good healer. He's gone now.
Yes, really good healer.
It's almost like he would have been really useful all those times that Merc got crushed by a rock.
who healed himself by absorbing souls and made himself a werepig for a while.
It was only like 6 months.
That sounds like a legit way to heal oneself.
It's a wildfire cleric thing. You can like absorb the soul fires and it heals you, but yeah, it also comes with other things, including lycanthropy.
Well, he only ever used it on demon balls and wereballs. He never really got a chance to use it on anything else.
Oh, you used it on the Ashen King forces.
Demons again.
I
Yeah.
think I detonated those ones. I don't think I absorbed the health from
No, I
them.
think you absorbed at least one.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
let's have a look at this
The point
door.
is that he probably would be
Okay.
helpful in here, but I don't know.
Okay, so who's doing the checking on this room?
Dimitri.
I would like to check it.
Any more
I
than that?
haven't checked the door in a while.
Okay, so apparently there are two checkers working together.
Oh, okay. Dimitri's happy to let us go forward.
In which case, then it is one checker going forward while Dimitri is watching and advising.
He tends to expect to do it because he's an expert. That's everything.
so does
But
that
hey, someone else wants to go, he's more than happy to let them go.
should Cetus make a concentration check to see if Dimitri distracts him enough that he gets a disadvantage?
Oh no, he can try. And we'll see what
That
happens.
implies that he pays attention to see, to not see this to Dimitri. I broke the lids and now it's hard to open. Okay, I'll give him a new one.
Well, you've got three smaller ones, you can now do themed boxes.
That works.
Yeah, but that's a 4. So, what was I rolling?
You were rolling perception.
Oh, I'm good with
You
that.
could have been rolling deception. You could have been rolling some sort of manipulation. Actually go, I reach for the door.
I rolled a 9.
I tweak the handle.
He could have been rolling performance and doing interpretive dance of looking for the door.
You could have been.
I rolled a 9.
So yes, a door you found.
It's a door. It's safe.
I mean, are you gonna like actively look for traps and locks? You just sort of
I open
glanced
the
at
door.
Jeez.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm good at those.
I love the confidence.
I would like to point out, I am currently at the back of the party, sulking.
Why are you sulking?
Remember?
No.
I have things.
For the same reason you're starting to hang at the back of the party.
Why am I hanging at the back of the party?
We're frustrated with people.
Are we?
Yes.
Last session.
This was discussed last session.
Okay, last couple of sessions.
Why though? Like, legit.
Not communicating properly with between party members. People not
yeah,
listening to each
yeah.
other.
We're waiting for group rest though to
To deal with that.
have a
Yep.
discussion about perhaps coordination might not be a bad idea.
Yes.
Slightly better.
It is a bad place to roll.
Yes, it works. It's just the dice is bad. I need to get a different
I
one.
feel like I need to print you a dice tower or a dice roll.
I had one. It melted in my car. I'm not joking, it melted.
And now it does wonky rolls.
I went to the tip, and they had a
Well, it kind of
Anycubic Max
tulips.
2 3D print.
That one SNL skit, tulipping.
And I looked it up. They're $600.
So what did you get?
The guy, does it work? There's no power table. He said, let's
18.
turns on.
Okay, I just make a note on that.
It works perfect.
Not much to see there.
What did you roll?
18,
It's not good
which
for
is
you.
low for me.
Really good. So that would be a film and printer. That would be a film and printer. Remind me later.
He went up to the door,
But it
knocked on it,
prints
put his ear to it,
50 cents
and then...
by 50
Oh,
cents.
he just and then he looked at the door, then he opened it.
Okay, so it's open. Okay, cool.
The door is
Just
open.
wanted to check.
So nothing of note happened after the con save.
That's suspicious.
I'm sure we'll find out at some point tonight.
Nothing of note? No, something of note. Martin's now
Are you
tied
looking through the door?
Yeah.
Well, it's a Constitution save, so
I will take
probably
this
not
point-
mind control.
I will take this moment to remind people, including GM, that I have a herald. One of the things I did train, and I redid my downtime. Gives me special health. That means I am immune to disease and have advantage on saving throws made to resist poison. Just putting that out there.
You're also at the back.
I'm too
I know.
angry to die.
And there'll be an interesting way in how you relate that to your god specifically. Because you've taken a herald ability, you're considered a herald of that god as well now.
Yeah. We can talk about that.
Anytime you take it from another class, you're considered a class for that purpose.
We'll talk about that.
Okay, so looking into the room, it seems to be about 20 feet wide, but goes further north and south.
Yes. I'll enter when I'm not bowling other people over. If they're in front of me, they're in front of me.
Well, we got Sean in front.
Cedars first? Yep. Just thought I'd announce my intention before I forgot what I was doing.
I figured
You think it's going in. Or like,
Cetus is the only one with us right now?
Don't tempt me, I will play as all three of them.
No. We're okay.
have you gone into the room?
Yes.
In the corridor, what about that?
Martin said yes. He opened the door and...
Well, he hasn't gone in yet because we can't see how long it is.
He said it's 20 foot.
Yeah, but we don't know the other dimension.
Yeah.
Is it dark?
Is there anything?
What light source are you
what I-
using?
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
And I vote that I'm probably the tallest.
Dark
And I've-
vision
and I've
doesn't
got
help you
120
unless it's
foot.
dim light.
So,
Yes, but you're not the one standing in the doorway.
okay.
I can see over everyone's heads.
You can. But you can't really see around corners when you're in the middle or at the back.
I don't know. It depends on what shape Eve takes.
No, I don't have that.
Unless, of course, you just go, everyone in.
Not quite there yet.
So what is he just doing? The front
dark
guinea
enough
pig.
that my dark vision doesn't allow me to see.
Well, you look in, you see stone room.
But what caused the Constitution save?
Don't know yet.
Well, the
Some
character
magic.
doesn't know about the Constitution save. The players do, and the answer
The
is
players
the
know, but the
GM
character
knows, but
doesn't
nobody
know.
else. It is a surprise.
Could I?
So there's nothing of note so far?
Not so far.
That's reminded me, we don't know what disease M has, and we have to remember that.
Is that
further
from
in.
another game?
I can cast dancing lights if you want. See?
Yeah, would probably help.
Can I please cast dancing lights in the shape of a humanoid to walk into the room?
Is it sort of your rough shape? With all our clothes.
Oh, come on. Have some consideration for the 13-year-old. You've got to have
It's-
some sort of morals and ethics about not wandering around naked in front of young children.
It
Vague
looks like
silhouette.
it looks like the glowing alien from Cocoon. If anyone remembers that.
Nope.
Yes,
Been a while.
Kind of.
I do.
That sounds like an old movie.
it is.
It
It's
is.
like the mid-80s.
Very good movie though.
I've
it's
seen
very
Older
it.
than me.
I can't remember it.
I can remember it quite well. Okay, so it lights the room up. Allowing you to see that there is subtle colours throughout the room that just don't show up in dark vision.
Colours around the room?
Like marbling the stone? Or?
In the air.
Intelligent design, not
But
natural.
inlay into the stone or
Painted.
painted?
Okay, that answers my question as well. I was going to ask, is it the actual walls are those colours, or is it like lighting making it those colours? It's painted.
Well, as you look into the room from the doorway, you can see the colours get darker and darker the further north or south you get, until they show murals on the north and south that just look black in the dark vision.
Can I impose upon someone to get my dice, which I've left over there while I have a cat on a chair? I remember to get my books before I settled.
It's under the.
Yeah, just under the book in the case. There's a octagonal case just under the clock on the shelf there. It's black. It's black on black. It's hiding, playing camouflage.
So is it that
Yep, that's it.
just that the light hasn't hit those ends, or does it look
Thanks
like the
very
paint actually goes darker?
You can't tell.
Okay. I can't tell anything at the moment. I'm in the corridor.
D20. Right.
We're all waiting on what Cetus does.
So
So-
he's just moved in enough to actually make space for him to follow.
No.
Tabrick's rolled a 7 on her impulse roll for going to go look at those murals and draw them.
He hasn't told anyone about the murals yet.
Oh, so
So
she
the-
can't see them from... Okay, cool.
So there's a mural at either end,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a look at the one at the north end.
So,
Do you actually go in and look, or do you just keep standing in the doorway?
you're trying to dragon's patience here.
There's murals on the north and south end of these rooms. I can't tell what they are.
Do I re-roll the impulse roll, or does the one stay
ahead.
from before?
Impulse roll, you see the dragon.
Oh,
Mural! And start rushing towards everyone.
And everybody gets pushed forward.
Hearing this commotion behind me, I want to climb up onto the
I'm
roof.
skilled enough to move by people
get out of the
rather
way.
than run them over.
You are in medium form, aren't you?
Yeah. So I'm not huge or anything.
Okay, so as you go up, the dragon pushes beneath you. With a "Bang being said as it goes past.
If he's left the vacant at the door, then Dimitri will come in and have a look.
Yep, he vacates the doorway, and the dragon comes through.
Valkyries has pulled out her book. Eep is providing light.
Calcrix and Dimitri are now in the room. Which mural is Calcrix looking at first?
Closest.
Weird.
You have to now choose north or south.
Yeah,
That is
okay.
actually timed for nightfall.
Okay, let's go
Actually,
10
I just
and
really
under
cast dancing
north,
lights.
over 10 south.
I mean, there are two glowing orbs.
18.
Yeah.
So, over 10 was south.
Mhm.
So I'll go south.
Okay, so the cow creatures turn south. Look at the mural. What's Dimitri doing?
He's just walking into the middle of the room at the moment and looking around everywhere.
I can use my colour pencils!
If everybody's moving in or if there's space, Hildren will sort of walk up to the doorway and lean in the doorway. And watch.
Okay, so looking into the mosaics, the north wall shows a what appears to be the south side of the room, and the south side shows what appears to be the north side of the room, with people moving in them,
Sorry, my dinner's just around.
where they would be if they were actually in the north or south side of the room.
So if Dimitri's in the middle, he's in both.
Are they recognisably people? As in like us?
They are recognisably each of you because it moves as you move.
Like a mirror sort of thing?
So
A mural.
Like a mirror?
Alfred is going to look at herself, reflected in one, run to the other side of the room and watch herself show up on the other side.
Well, you're in both.
Oh, she's in both?
It's just that when you're looking to the south, you'll see you looking north, but you're also in the north wall, you're looking facing the wall.
So it's murals, but it's murals as if they're mirrors.
Yeah.
So
Without
you're getting the infinite mirror thing.
No, without mirroring each other.
Without mirroring each other, okay.
We're now dancing.
And you do see in the mural in the north wall, there is a treasure chest in the middle of the south wall.
Do I see this treasure chest?
You don't see it on the ground anyway.
So we see in the north mural a treasure chest halfway to the south wall. Is that from the north one? Or?
The north one shows a treasure chest in the south.
With Dimitri's robe eye, so we can see all directions, see invisible, all that kind of stuff, it'll be confirming to look to see if we can detect the illusions involved. There's nothing else that appears in form.
Alfred's probably saying.
We'll get to that in a moment once I finish describing the room.
Sorry.
Because the south wall, instead of the treasure chest in that location, shows the stairwell going down.
Oh.
Thank you.
And from Dimitri's perspective, from the robe of eyes, you see two blank walls and a blank floor.
So Dimitri actually walks in and actually sees effectively a blank room.
Technically a social calcrete, because I forgot about the robe of eyes seeing through
So
illusions.
I can't see any of the magical effects? Aww.
So I have Eldritch Sight, which allows me to cast Detect Magic without spending spell points.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something I could use to detect an illusion, or not so much?
Well, you've got two people who can see illusions and see through them automatically.
And you can trust them.
Mm.
If
But
they,
yes.
if they tell us.
Technically, you could have detected
So you know, from Dimitri's perspective, you can say, apparently in his room, he's going to go and do the start doing the one of all the secret doors, like he has much of that.
Hello, stack back. Good choice.
Car-
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Carcris is turned back to Cetus and go, where are the pictures?
The point at the wall. Right
There's
there.
no pictures, it's all blank.
What are you talking about? It's right there.
There's no pictures, it's all blank.
Trust.
Show me the pictures. You said there was pictures.
Crawl across the roof and just point at the wall. Right here. There's a mural
What?
of...
What
What-
are you
what-
seeing?
And you're looking
Also-
at yourself in the wall.
What are you seeing?
myself.
What
Then
else?
you look at the other side and you can see yourself on the other one too.
Before you could see
Both
yourself.
of them are myself.
Before you could see yourself, when you looked into the room and you said there's pictures, what pictures did you see?
You can also see Carl Crix and Dimitri.
I'm seeing
And there's the
Myself.
party who's walked into the room.
I'm in the doorway.
like a mirror or like an artwork depicting all of us.
Think of it like Art Deco mural.
Alright.
The image
Effect of a mirror.
Yeah.
Now Chris is going to walk up the wall and like tap it, peer at it, and then investigate.
It appears to be an artwork that depicts whoever's in the room.
At this point, I can feel comfortable going to the room because no one's been hit with anything. And they've been there for a little bit.
Do you do you
No.
tell Calcrix and Dimitri about the treasure chest in the stairwell?
Wait, did I see that? No.
So the north wall shows there's a treasure chest in the
Is
south,
it investigation or perception? She's
and
trying
the
to
south
Investigating.
wall shows a
see
stairwell.
kind of
on the
what's
wall.
going on here.
Okay.
Investigating is trying to find out something interesting about it.
So 19 plus the D.
And what is Dimitri's
So-
investigations as he's investigating the walls?
Yep.
Like locate creature and stuff.
So they can't find
They can't
me.
find you.
Okay.
29.
So that makes it.
So what's everyone else doing while Dimitri and Carcrix are doing the tappity tap?
So that means.
Give me a second.
I've just got the bow in my hand
Mhm.
just to give me advantage on perception checks.
On the assumption that Dimitri and Calcrix would listen, I will point out that the stairway and chest.
I am doing my whiff of beyond thing that I have from Warlock, because apparently I'm on Warlock and search opens my Warlock bedroom. I automatically know when an aberration, celestial, elemental, fiend, or
Don't guarantee that Zerchev
Anything.
is your warlock patron.
we need to talk about that. You're not doing to me what you did to Anton. I'm happy with the face. Aberrations.
You're right. You're right. He's not doing to you what he did to Anton. He's doing to Anton what's happening to you.
True. Aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead creature within 30 feet in the last 24 hours. But not which. So, if any of those have been within 30 feet of me in the last 24 hours.
Yes.
You read as fae.
Apparently I also read as aberration.
Aberration. And do we read as elementals?
No. But
Also-
Janazi
So I
do.
might read
No,
as
we are
aberration.
Oh, so yeah, Janazi do, yes.
But Eve would be a fave.
Yeah.
Would they
Eve
not?
is
So that is a
Definitely.
useless ability.
We got a vague answer.
I detective this. Yeah, I forgot.
We got a vague answer on that he just might be detected as an aberration last time.
The detect magic has similar things. In Pathfinder, it specifically says that if you cast detect magic on write on a stone, put it in your pocket, and the person in front of you doesn't know you've done that, and they cast detect magic, they'll detect the presence of magic and not know what it is. So, do you detect magic? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we better move around and try to figure out where that magic is. We can't seem to find where it is. It keeps following us.
The footsteps are following me.
And so if you pick up an item and they don't know it's magical and you put it in your bag, that triggers all the
I
time.
may negotiate with you with the ability to remove that particular ability because I've just realised how useless it is in this case. At
You
least
detect
my
everything.
primeval awareness actually.
Merc's just sort of staying around the middle, but I just realised that I have Devil's Sight, which means I can see normally in all types of darkness, including magical darkness, up to 120 feet.
Including colour,
It just says normal.
which is, I think that is including colour. Whereas most dark vision
Yeah,
does not
that's
get
right.
colour.
Yeah, that's,
There are ways you can actually trick dark vision people by laying strong colours and light colours together in
Yep.
such a way that they come out as greys
Grey.
and show nothing. and yet you could actually have a don't step here in colour, and dark vision people just walk right there and go.
I'll defer to this guy.
Yeah. At the moment, I am just watching.
Seem to have a lot of warlock powers there.
Sneaky bard.
We're going to have to discuss your patron as well.
I've got a 26 on investigation,
Pretty good.
but Calcrix has a 3-step plan. One is investigate. If that doesn't turn up enough, she's going to arcana. And if that doesn't turn up enough, her plan is to figure out it's some sort of illusion. She's going to take off her robe of eyes to see if she can see the illusion.
Okay. So Dimitri's been going around the walls. He spends about 20 minutes tapping walls and comes up empty. There is no secret doors on the walls, according to his rolls.
Yep, all good.
So the 26 for her investigation.
You also do the tap on the walls, and
Nothing.
you concur with Dimitri that the walls don't seem to be anything special.
So now I'm doing the Arcana check because I'm like, I want to see these pictures. No, that's not too bad. 17.
Like, I'm pulled out something and fiddling with it. Like,
17.
it's been 20 minutes. I'm bored.
Can I walk to where the murals are depicting the chest is and see if I can interact with where I think it is?
Sure.
Do I need to roll for that?
I will make it a coordination roll. Oh, sorry. Acrobatics.
You're also rolling low.
Don't forget, you have the thing that allows you to do strength for acrobatics.
Just while you get over there, Martin, after Dimitri's done his work around, having the other stuff might happen before we finish and things like that, if you notice, he's going to actually get back to the doorway and think, hey, for once the party hasn't actually destroyed the door, so he's going to actually investigate the door to see how lost all the security is. Hey, did you think I should actually sleep for the night?
That's good point.
Yep. Yeah, Dimitri is busy.
Yep, happy with that.
So it's 36 on the Arcana check.
Okay, so yes, you do think that this room is specifically about the illusion.
Do I have any insight on what that would mean?
Not really, because you can't see the illusion.
Okay, I'll take off the robe of eyes temporarily.
I believe is it attuned to you?
I have no idea.
I think it's a charm.
What does that
I
mean?
got a 13.
Meaning that even if you take it off, it's still working.
Oh, okay. Do I know how I would see the illusion if I want to see the illusion?
You would have to unattune it after a long rest.
How long does it attune and
Well,
unattune for?
I've got a gold sword with all diamonds.
Generally got to do it over a
What's
long
gonna be
rest
that
to
treasure
change
chest
your
I've already
attunements.
got?
So there's seriously no way I can look at this without unattuning from my robe.
And you can't reattune until the end of a long rest because it's a charm.
Okay.
Who's explaining this to Calcrix after she takes her robe off and she still can't see pictures?
I'll attempt to draw it for you when we're done.
Okay, so you walk backwards to where the chest is.
Yes, 13.
Okay, you can feel the chest. It almost makes you trip over.
13.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Can I try to open it?
And how are you going to do that?
Is the hinges?
There's two answers here. I either open it like a normal person or I smash it open.
Well, he can't tell because he's looking at the mural.
But in the mural.
In the mural, is it depicted as a wooden chest or like a stone one?
The mural is not that. So you know how you can make pictures with big squares?
Mm-hmm.
It's pictures with big squares.
So it's 8-bit.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
And what color are the 8-bit?
Brownish. You
I would interpret that as wood.
So what I can see is Cetus walking over to the wall.
While walking backwards until he apparently runs into something he can't see.
Right.
Can Calcrick see it?
No, she can't. She's taking her robe on and off, and she's trying to figure out why she can't see the pictures. And no one's taking pity on her and explaining
Merc would
that
say,
because she's attuned to
Can
a
I-
robe, it's not going to happen.
Can I put my hand Can I like put my hand on it and turn
Yep.
around?
Yep.
So it's in front of me.
You turn around, and as you take your eyes off the mural, your hand just falls through whatever was there.
I see. So it is that way.
You have to be doing it all backwards.
You have to be looking at the mural for the object to appear. Which I think means
Not
that Calcrix and
Calcrix
Dimitri
can
can't
tell
do
you that.
anything
She
in the
can't
room.
see it.
I'm guessing you guys will also just walk into
She's
a
getting
wall if you try to go up
increasingly
the stairs.
flustered.
You could ask me to draw it.
Well, it's the stairs going down, actually.
She-
I'm just watching you get flustered and not understanding why.
Alright.
Well,
So,
she's clear.
can I
She
turn
wants
back
to see
around
the
and look at the
pictures,
mural
and she doesn't
again?
understand why she can't.
Which mural, the north or the south
The one that has the chest on it.
Okay, yes, you see the mural, and your hand's now stuck.
Can I rip my... no. I'll look back at the chest,
Yep.
remove where my hand was, look back at the mural.
Okay.
Is my leg now stuck? No, just kidding.
Game
I want
glitching.
to step away from where the chest is, so I'm not stuck in it.
That sounds like a plenty good idea.
You're getting how specific I have to be with my wording here.
Um,
So I'm looking back at the mural.
Yep.
Is the chest still on the mural?
Yep.
Can I step back to where the chest is?
You can.
Without
and you-
looking... While still looking at the mural.
You found the chest again.
Can... all my things require me looking at things. Can I just, like, reach behind me and try and open it?
That appears to be locked.
Can I try to smash it open?
You can. Athletics check.
I'd like to rage
while all of this
at you.
while all of this is happening, he'll just put out a sketchbook and is drawing for Calcrix.
Okay, that one was a 20 before I rolled the other one and it bounced it.
How good are you at drawing?
Not bad.
Like
it's-
counts
Cartography things.
because she would
'Cause I
really
have-
like to see the pictures herself. She sits
But she can't
down,
see your illusion.
She looks at Eve and she starts to cry.
If it's an illusion, she can't see your illusion.
No, because I have precipitation, which means I can make an exact copy of what I see.
But is that an
Yes,
illusion?
but that
or-
would also be an illusion. Because it's not physically there.
Right, gotcha. Yeah.
So I'm sketching. You can tell me when I finish sketching. I will tell Calcrix. I'll draw it for you.
So you are seeing the medieval moment of
I
your
want to see the illusion.
druid having a...
Oh, I
Attacking
am
in the air.
capturing all of this.
Well, as a player, what I'm doing is just to make sure it works out, yes, we can do this appropriately, he's going to put a hole in the wall.
35.
Okay, 35. There is
That is
a
very
cracking
correct.
sound, and you believe you've ripped the lid off the chest. But no one else hears a thing. Unless they're looking at the right mural.
When he's looking at the picture,
If I turn around, there's something there now.
Sorry, I had two people talking. What was that, Jeremy?
Okay, while he's doing it while he's facing the picture,
He was, yes.
so he's got you in the picture, you see, he triumphantly got rid of the chest, you said?
Well, he saw the lid go flying off with his mighty strength and go flying towards Dimitri and pass right through him.
In the corners of the page where I'm detailing, like drawing the things, there's this image of Cetus walking backwards. Cetus getting his hand stuck in the chest. This is a little comic strip down the side of what's happening with Cetus.
So is there something physically there now?
No, you can't see it if you turn around.
Does anybody have a bag of holding
I've
that
got
I could
two.
use?
I'm crying though.
I want to see what's in this chest, but I can't see what's in this chest. I need something that can pick stuff up easily.
I can't see anything.
Why don't you
Can I
try
borrow
putting,
your bag of holding?
Why don't you try lowering your hand to see if it touches anything in the chest?
Well, I'm afraid there's going to be teeth in it.
You're a big bad barbarian. Come on.
True, I have just as many teeth.
And you are raging at the moment.
Can I just reach behind me and just... Actually, I didn't specify. I want to do the tail as my transformation thing, because that's a part of my rage. And I just use my tail to just, like, a dolphin tail and use my dolphin tail to just like scoop up anything in the chest.
Okay, you go stick your tail into the chest, and it seems to not find the bottom.
I don't think this is a chest. I think it's like a trapdoor. Or like secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
I would tell people that there's stairs on this side of the wall, but I couldn't see it after Martin told me it was there.
I've gotten it in the notes. We're focused on the chest, apparently.
And Merc isn't focused on the chest for a change.
Eldrin, can I borrow that chalk?
I'm seeing craziness, God. There's people drawing, there's people crying, there's people smashing walls. I take a long breath because I think
Does it only work if you draw it?
Well, he's smashing things in the middle of the room.
No!
What is going on?
Okay. She stops drawing for a minute and passes one of her... Do you want me to just draw... Like, what do you want to draw? Let me do it.
I just want you to draw like a line behind where my feet is.
Okay,
Just,
I
like,
draw a
behind
line.
me.
What? I'm not interacting with the chest, so I draw a line behind Cetus.
Which way are you facing?
I'm facing
Should be facing
where
me,
the
so away
chest
from the mural.
is. Away from the mural.
So you're standing in... So if you're drawing right behind him, you'd have to be standing in front of him.
Well, I'm sort of standing beside him and reaching
Okay.
across.
Right.
You're looking
Change the
at
wording of that
east-west
for it to
wall,
make sense.
south wall, alright?
Yeah.
I want you to draw a line roughly where I'm standing, and then I'll step away when you start, so I'm not in the way.
Okay.
I'm deliberately not looking.
Mm-hmm. And so what's Trellin doing in all this, watching all these shenanigans?
I'm kind of in the doorway, but just I'll just be hammering pittons in the door.
Okay.
That's all.
What?
No.
Well, it's open or shut?
Yeah, I was going to say...
Open.
Okay, so you're hammering it so it won't shut.
That's right.
Isn't Dimitri investigating the door right now?
He is, to see if he can make it a safe and secure room to hide in. And I'm going to say that is a hilarious Benny Hill skit going on right there.
I feel like
I'm not
Dimitri and
activating a
Trellin should
charge on my
communicate.
talk.
But can't people come up the stairs?
What's stairs?
Well, looking
stairs
at
at the
it,
end of
you
the
can't
corridor
see
or the
any
stairs in the
square.
room?
There are no stairs as you look at the ground, but if you look in the mural, you can see stairs.
We're in trippy room.
Right.
You have to be looking away from what you're trying to interact with it.
It's almost like when we all thought we'd gotten high in the gas room because Dimitri disappeared and the dragon appeared.
Okay then. I'll
remember that.
I'll
Like it
take
was
out the
yesterday.
pitten and
And Trellin starts to put a kitten in to
But
hold
no,
the
that's
door
pretty much
open. Dimitri will say, hang on. This looks like a really good place to actually rest up for the night and people need to rest.
Does Trellin say, but what about the stairs?
no, I don't say anything about the stairs. So.
Because Dimitri doesn't see any of it.
Which means it mustn't really be there.
So in Dimitri's perspective, it's just a blank room.
Because he's got robe of eyes, so he has trump.
We can't
Unless
see.
the illusions
illusion.
are more than an illusion.
The problem
The
Problem is that
illusion is
currently
more than illusion. The
majority
Carfix
of-
doesn't know how to get around it. She doesn't know if she's got a spell that will help her. She scored insanely high on Arcana, but didn't get any.
Because we know it's
Information.
an illusion. But we're still interacting with it.
She's trying to figure out how it works.
So it's not a standard.
it's an illusion
It's not a
that
standard
doesn't
illusion,
get
no.
revealed when you have the conceitual
Because
illusion.
normally when I'm
things.
wearing robe of eyes, I can see what everyone else sees, but then I can tell them that's not a ordinary wooden coffin there. That's got, something cast over top of it. But I can't see these pictures at all.
I might be very drastically overthinking this.
I'm not thinking about anything. I am
That's
drawing where people tell me to and laughing at the Benny Hill sketches that are appearing.
Normally when
Monty
I-
Python sketches, much better.
robe of eyes, I can tell that there's an illusion over top of something and what the illusion is. But this time I can't see anything at all.
Okay. So what is AJ doing in all this? We have definitely got people occupied.
It is very crazy. There are things going on everywhere. I would like to cast, if I can,
Fireball.
if I had it, find familiar,
I do.
just as a small fey.
So you want to spend, I think it's about an hour to cast it.
I have
Find
10
familiar is
minutes.
10 minutes, isn't it?
Well, or 10 minutes. Yes, you could probably do 10 minutes.
I was going to say, if you're going to use 10 minutes, identify. You're interested in your sword.
But you also have to cast it as a ritual, so you cannot actually cast it with your spell slots.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, yeah. So there was a couple of things I've got to check with detect magic: the sword, the mug that has Piggly Wiggly's decal on it now. That used to be my mug of warming, and there was a scroll that I got from the body in the mushroom room, and I hadn't opened the scroll to see what it was. But I was going to do that once we did the Magic Mansion.
Okay, so yes, the sword is magical, the mug is magical, and the scroll is magical.
Great. Well, at least there's that.
So you could do the ritual and identify. Don't you have identify?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
I can identify them. They're magical.
It's a sword. It's a bad, bad mug.
I'm sure I've got it.
It's a level 3. I'm fairly sure we made sure you had it.
Yeah, I am fairly sure as well.
Look at you with your fancy binders.
Although
Would
I
you
can't
like
find it.
one?
Yes.
I can print yours. Once we finish... Cetus is still sort of half done from the
I have
last
to
level.
spell magic.
I think he's half done as a character in general. He has all the things,
So-
but there's like no information on the actual character sheet.
Merc is asking people in the room, do we want to rest? Do we want me to cast Magnificent Mansion?
It's about time for one.
We probably don't need an action, really. This place is secure.
What's Drazzle doing?
He's sort of just sitting in the doorway, just staring at everything happening.
Settle up flank on you.
What do you two want to do?
Drazzle, can you see the illusions? I was afraid he was going to answer verbally, but that's good.
If I've drawn the line, I'm back and I'm sitting against the wall next to Drazzle sketching again.
I've identified as a ritual.
Yeah, identify as... Well, you can cast it as a spell, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to mark the stairway as well?
For what reason? Just to know it's there?
Just to vaguely know where they're located should somebody accidentally turn
You
around.
can't cast identifiers with spell slots.
It's got to be a ritual.
Yes.
Because what I'm guessing is if somebody's standing where the chest, in quotation marks, is, and then looks at the mural that makes it appear, they're just going to fall down.
And what's your question?
Under knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Source of inspiration learning. You gain inspiration whenever you make an arcane, blah 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 blah. Check. Closely examine a previously unknown or rare creature or phenomenon. Would this be an unknown phenomenon
Mm-hmm.
to Calcrix? So if she wanted to try another way at it, does that give her an alternate way of trying to figure it out? Mostly about how it works or how she might be able to see it without...
Well, if you had a long
12
rest and
hours.
took off your thing, then you would be able to see it and then figure it
I'm
out.
pretty sure this lot won't let me spend 12 hours doing this stuff.
Probably not.
Well, we're about to do a long rest, but it would mean you'd spend the next day without your robe of eyes.
Yeah.
That
Oh, does it mean she's been without it or without it
No.
attuned?
You,
Without
you
it
have the
attuned.
charm, but the charm doesn't work unless it's
it
attuned.
would be without it attuned. I'd still have it,
Yep.
but it wouldn't be attuned.
It's like a
But
little
I
badge
still
thing
have
that goes
my
on.
eye that has true sight, which is kind of the same, just not automatic.
So we could try and deal with this tomorrow.
Did
That
you
sounds
wish
like
to?
a plan
Well,
to me.
that is something different you could do.
What's that?
Use the eye.
Okay. pull my eye out and reminded me I have an eye to look through. Because she's worried because I'm crying.
That's okay. Martin took that one literally.
What is the...
No, not my eye, my seeing eye.
Oh.
My orb.
Right. Okay.
Just because I've gotten a bit mixed up, which end would the stairs be on, the north or the south end?
The stairs are in the center of the room, much with the chest.
Okay.
But you can only see it when you are looking at the south mural.
Okay.
So you got to walk down back.
I'm just thinking if whether or not they might just be like the stairs we came across earlier, that just take us to more of this floor.
Do I see anything through the...
I mean, if you turn around, you should be able to walk down the stairs backwards until the mural disappears.
You see 3 rooms imposed upon each other.
Got trapped in too many
3
holes.
rooms imposed upon each other. Calgary suddenly stops crying, gasps, and then starts going all big-eyed while she looks around. 3 rooms imposed upon each other. And goes, "Hey guys, look through my orb."
I mean, I don't know if we can.
Yes, come on, quick.
I believe she's attuned to it, so it's just like shiny.
So we can't see through
They
the
can't
orb.
see through the orb? I thought people could see through the orb.
They can if you don't attune it, but if you attune
Oh,
it,
I have
they
to give
can't.
them True Sight ointment. That's how they would see the same as the orb. Okay.
So there's everyone can say, "Oh, look, what are you seeing?"
In the border is now
I see a very handsome man. Oh, wait, that's me.
In the border is now a
Oh,
crying
wait, no, that's
Calcrex,
Mug.
and then a happy Calcrex, and a jumping up and down Calcrex looking through an orb.
Okay, I can do True Seeing as a ritual, meaning I do not have to expend a spell slot. Does anybody want to see the 3 rooms overlaid on top of one another?
Yes,
Because
please.
it is awesome.
Merc wouldn't mind to see it.
Yep.
I'm okay with just a description.
It's like break the barbarian's
Go down
mind.
the corridor, look for more secret doors along the passageway between the entrance way and that corridor came from on the other. It's an area that could have some space in it. So
I feel like I could cast True Seeing on Dimitri just so he could see this awesomeness, but at the same time he's wandered off, so...
Okay, so yes, it would be Arcana checks to do your true seeing.
How many can you do with True
and
Seeing?
She can technically do as many as she has hit points.
It's, I drop in hit points depending on the level that I do it at.
Like, Hildren's okay not seeing it, but at the same time, if it's
See-
not going to cost you anything,
Well, I'm at 200 and something hit points right now.
So I think 5 is the True Seeing cost.
5 per level.
200.
It is level 6.
That'd be 30 hit points.
So it's 30.
30.
So 30 and 30 would take you down to, what, 140? Which is still...
And
We're about to have a
the
long
DC
rest.
is 22.
So we're having a long rest, so I'll regain my hit points, I believe.
I'm good.
after my
Did
long rest.
you prepare True Seeing as one of the spells? That you prepared?
True Seeing is one of the ones I always prepare at the
Then you
start
don't
of
need
every
to
day.
roll. The difference.
I don't have to roll?
You don't need to
Yeah,
roll,
'cause
but
it's
you
a
still
ritual.
take the.
I need to do the hit points.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can
That's my
you can do a check if you want to reduce the amount of hit points when you have more advanced training.
But that's not right now.
Not right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm happy with watching. I'm amused at watching people do silly things like Dimitri walking around the rooms, walking around the
So-
walls that we've already checked.
I will... I've given it to Merc, is that right?
Yep.
And Tyrellin.
Is it Trellin or Tyrellin?
Tyrellin.
Tyrellin.
And because I mispronounce things, that's why it's always different.
That's why I checked.
That's fine.
I try not to do it all the time, but I always
I spell it Tyrell.
That's how I
Yeah.
yeah. with a twin.
I spell it that way too.
It was different 3 years ago, but whatever you say, it's become.
So
What was it
after
3 years ago?
10 minutes, Calcrix comes up to him very gently, gets a little ointment, puts it underneath each eye. Smells like saffron. And then you can see the 3 rooms
I don't
overlaid on
remember.
each other.
Because
Fair
it's
enough.
3 years ago, and it was
We could just watch a video. We'll be on there.
maybe.
Okay. I believe you were playing on the videos when you transformed.
Well, given I was still having seizures, I don't think so.
You might have been recorded audio.
Yes, you might have been on remotely,
Yes.
but you'd still be on the. Your pronunciation of it would still be on there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, speaking of remotely, this might be my last game in person.
We understand you're moving further out,
Where are
and
you moving?
I'm moving out to Littleborough,
Where the
Where-
hell is
where?
that? Sorry.
other side of Queanbeyan.
Oh, yeah, that is a little while out.
Yeah.
I won't ask you more personal information while we're online.
I'm
Does that mean you're moving out of home or the family is moving?
moving with them.
you're hearing this.
Good move.
I'll show you pictures of house later.
Can we interpret these 3 rooms overlaid each other?
Yes, though it is very confusing because technically all 3 rooms exist at the same time.
Yes, I get that. That's why I'm just like, you need to see this.
So the floor is solid, the floor is a staircase, and the floor is a chest at the same time.
Can you look in the chest?
It's a ladder.
Well, yeah, it's just bottomless. We found out.
Does the
nobody's
true,
looked in it.
Does the true sight allow us to interact with elements?
It allows you to see where they are, but not interact with them.
Okay, I'm gonna try what Cetus did and walk backwards until I bump into the chest.
Okay. You managed to walk right through the chest.
Oh, okay, because I'm not seeing it in the illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alrighty.
Is the chest and the stairs in the same spot?
Yes.
So I'm guessing that there's nothing in the chest. It's a trap.
I don't think so, and I don't think so enough that I'm going to take my robe of eyes off, have a long rest, and see what happens when we get up in the morning.
That sounds like a great option to me, but I don't think we should sleep in this room.
We have a merc.
I am going to sleep in a very.
We also have a
comfortable
drazzle.
bed.
Do we have a drazzle here?
You do have a drizzle.
He's leaning against the wall next to where I'm sitting and
I
drawing.
can't believe Drazzle saw me crying and didn't give me a hug.
I'll give you a hug.
Calcrix needs a hug. It's been a very emotional day.
Drizzle walks over and gives you a hug.
I'll take one from Cetus as well.
Now there's little sketches of Drazzle hugging Calcrix and Cetus hugging Calcrix.
You get a very
And
squid-like
Merc,
hug.
and Merc looking on from the distance, sad.
A hug is a hug. I will take it whether it's squishy or not.
Why is it moist?
Because you're a water creature?
Fair enough.
You don't want Eat to hug you. It doesn't feel the same way if you're not Calcrix.
So is the idea that we have done everything we can now and we try again in the morning when we have done some investigation?
And you have all had a long rest.
That's Calcrix's
Well, my
plan.
understanding of the map, especially what we can currently see, is that we've fully explored this floor. There's no more secret doors, there's no more stairs, except for the ones
Has
in this
Dimitri
room.
found any more secret doors?
He has not. And he comes back and tells you he has not.
But even our brief was to clear the floor. There's no enemy in the 3 rooms that overlap here. And if the stairs go down, then it's not this floor.
Unless it's a mimic, but then it probably would have tried to eat Cetus.
I'm thinking if it was a mimic, he would have recognised it.
And Cetus ripped the top of it off. So isn't that like the...
Yeah, if it was a mimic, I've ripped its head off. Without even realising it.
I carefully pack my robe of eyes and instruct Eat to protect the bag that I put it in. I did not put it in my bag of holding because I do believe I can't.
Would it be another scale for Calcrix?
Probably.
What?
The charm.
The charm, possibly, yes.
Scale with a little eyeball drawn on it.
She has to.
So,
It's just like an eye patch.
Press to turn on. Press to turn off.
what does Merc tell everyone about his sacred space?
I tell them that I'm tired, I need to rest, and I welcome everyone to rest with me in my magnificent mansion.
There was a raised.
magnificent mansion, not magnificent brothel of.
There was a raised eyebrow from Hildren when he offers for others to rest with him.
Do I know Merc enough to know that this is probably not a child-friendly place?
Quite possibly, and it probably has one big bed.
Calcrix is opting to rest outside.
Well, we don't know yet.
I'll tell Calcrick that if it's safe, I'll come out and get you.
Fair enough.
So, can I please cast Magnificent Mansion?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to cast that on a door, or can I just cast it on a wall?
Is this safe to do in this room that's full of illusions and rooms laid over rooms over
You
rooms?
cast it on its face and a door appears in front of it.
It doesn't even need to be attached to a wall.
Why you
Okay.
waste the effort when we were nice to over here?
There's a staircase in the middle of this room, Dimitri.
Because
And a chest.
my mansion is much more comfortable.
There's 3 rooms overlaid here.
And we also still aren't sure what
make
the
it-
effect of resting in Merpanathak is going to be. Maybe you're just special, Dimitri.
So, what is the color of your doorway?
Purple.
Gold.
Gold.
Yeah. So I do walk out into the hallway and cast it on the wall of the hallway, which is a good pickup. A gold door appears
And you notice there's one on the other side of the wall as well.
behind me.
Yeah.
In the doorway. In the hallway.
In the hallway, yeah.
You may want to close the door to the illusion room.
Alright. Well, first though, I will mention for everyone, let's come out and close this door and see if this makes a change.
Can I leave my orb in there to see if
You can leave the eye floating in there, yes.
it changes once we close the door?
If the effect of the room is still active in the corridor, it just makes me think this entire floor is actually 3 floors stacked on top of each other. We now have to re-explore the whole thing 3 times.
Fun.
Don't
Well-
give Martin ideas. But Martin already has the idea.
He's 10 steps ahead of us.
So is everyone out of the 3-room room?
There.
So I close the door to the 3-room room.
Mm-hmm.
Still 2 doors.
There's still a door that you open on the north wall, and there's a door on the south wall.
Is
Okay.
it Drazzles?
Drazzle's chuckling quietly in the back.
I say to Drazzle, anything you can tell me about this by any chance, Drazzle?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
What
no,
is
you got a
that?
verbal answer.
What is that?
Rest.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So I open the golden door that I was originally facing when I cast it.
The other one open at the same time.
Calcrix taps Drazzle as he opens the door before he goes in and goes, rest in there or rest here?
Drazzle points to the door.
But I don't want to go in the scary house.
There's a child-friendly section.
I'm giving Merc
Is
the
there?
benefit of the
There's a
doubt.
playpen.
There's a playpen.
So, why don't
Sorry.
you describe how it appears as you walk in there?
Alright.
I'm waiting for Cetus to come out and tell me it's safe.
So what you see is an immensely long, wide, high corridor. As far as the eye can see, with the centre, multiple tables filled with all types of food. So not just human consumption food, orc consumption, elf consumption. There's a table full of honey for Fae. Just all the sort of food you could want. Along the walls, every 30 feet, there are roaring fireplaces. There are fountains everywhere, some dispersing wine, some dispersing water.
So, what's the what shapes are standing in the fountain dispersing everything?
Yeah, he's got called out.
Most of them are just shapes, but every now and then...
Are they all merc shapes?
No, but there is a merc component coming. Every now and then, there's ones that look like a humanoid with tentacles.
Right.
In perhaps a loincloth.
I feel like you've just added the loincloth now as a parental sort of thing.
Yes, but what's the loincloth covering? Nothing. It's just there.
It's on his head.
Yeah. And maybe that's every fifth fountain that you see, but everyone is in a different pose. So some are like bashful poses, and the other one's like a lady fainting pose.
So we're looking at the centerfold sort of style fountains for
The old pin-up girls.
The old pin-up girls or calendars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds about right.
And you see hallways that go down that look like they never end, and they've just got doors on each side which are full of rooms. Then you see a big area that's the size of a marketplace. That looks like a marketplace, and there's another massive area that looks like it's for weapons training, all these sorts of things, and you think to yourself, wow, you could put an entire army in here and train them and sleep them and eat them really well.
And eat them really well?
And then have them eat them really well.
Feed them.
The room...
Well, he did also say it's food for everybody, which means there are dead bodies on that table.
Yep. And there are servants, as far as you can see. You think there must be hundreds.
And what do the servants look like?
They all look exactly like Merc.
Mini Mercs?
Didn't see that one coming.
No, replica Mercs. And you could think to yourself, if Merc was trying to get away and hide, this would be the perfect thing. Run in here and just walk amongst hundreds and hundreds of other Mercs.
But you know no one can get in here without your permission.
Maybe I want them in there.
Maybe it's how he plays hide and seek sometimes.
Maybe
Hard to get.
Maybe it's a trap. So that's what it looks like. Lots of colour, lots of draping material on the walls.
What does it sound like?
You can hear the slight sprinkling of water or wine. You can hear the sizzling of food over fires, cauldrons bubbling. And you can hear songbirds singing in a low volume. That's it.
Okay.
Nice.
So how many characters walk in and explore?
I do.
I'm
Are the
waiting for
tentacled
Cetus
statues
to look
clearly
and then come
fetus,
out.
or are they just vague tentacled person?
You think they
How many
kind of
people?
look at you.
How many people have designated? How many designated people can you use? Can you all?
So I designate anyone in this party can enter.
Okay. Demetrius go in. If you come up to this, let him do it.
And you can see, Dimitri, there's a second level with balconies on the inside and just rows and rows and rows of all different types of books.
No, wrong character. Monday night character would react like that.
You said that and my brain immediately went, it's all porn.
Probably.
Merc is more than just born. He is well read.
Mm-hmm.
And cultural.
Yes, but these are all his interpretations of the books, not
Yes.
actual books.
Merca Potter.
We try to make you out of his book.
I'm sure that eventually some of those books will transform into fan fiction of Drazzle's books.
Main character is Voldemort. Mark.
Voldemort.
Okay, so you notice Drazzle doesn't come in.
Sirius will turn around and walk out and say, it's safe, but not for me.
Well, you could rest with me and Drazzle.
Mm.
We could make a little party here.
Do I hear?
I got marshmallows.
Is the door open? Do I hear?
You don't
Cetus?
hear what's on the outside of
Okay.
it if you're on the inside, and if you're on the inside, you don't hear what's on the outside. You actually have to cross the threshold to
Calcrix
get
will
noise.
turn to Drazzle and go, why not you go in?
He heads in the other door.
You can do that?
I'll follow Drazzle.
I'm gonna follow Drazzle too.
Okay, so you see a blue flagstone sort of tower with lots of comfy chairs, a big pile of multicolored jello.
Interesting. I remember the jello.
All you can eat food, but it's all jello, and it tastes like whatever your favorite food is.
Mm-hmm.
The food alone
I believe
makes
I've
Mercs
been
better,
here
makes a
before.
better choice.
Well, it is as nourishing as either side, just that it has the consistency of jello.
Yeah.
I believe Drizzle likes jello.
I prefer to eat the jello over the table that has dead bodies on it.
Hey, I'm a fan of 10 knives.
Yeah. It's the exact reason why I mentioned the dead bodies.
I prefer not to eat things I can
It's
talk
just
to.
Cetus' missing tentacle on the table.
Which is technically every.
We all ate it.
So yes, it is just a nice relaxing tower with a bedroom for each off.
I've been in here before.
And off to the side it has a table which seems to show where you've explored.
I will spend some time looking at the table. And trying to pick up any of the bits that I've missed and filling in blank spaces in my book.
Okay. So, seems you've got half of them in your rooms. What is night like? Knife like? What is the night like for them?
Well, there's various entertainment.
Presumably, over dinner, so who's actually in Burke's mansion in the end?
Yes, I am.
You, Trellin, me, and Merc.
So, please come out and comment earlier. I thought you wanted to have a conversation at the party about what's happening while we stop for the night. So, people split up?
My plan was to do it in the morning after we'd had the rest and we're all refreshed. But I don't know whether or not Hildren will pass that on to people. I merely stayed with Drazzle because Drazzle.
The thing is, why would you have those conversations when you're sitting around the campfire or the table, feasting table and such stuff, rather than using up adventuring time?
For one, Calprix doesn't know what to expect in Merc's mansion, considering all of the nymphs, orgies, and naked zombies that she's encountered whenever Merc's had an influence over the magic in this place. So
And we
she
can't
didn't feel
send
very
out.
safe and comfortable there.
I mean, you can walk out and walk into the other one.
As long
Drazzle's
as Merc doesn't, because as soon as Merc walks out, doesn't
lasts
it?
24 hours.
Last 24 hours now, yeah.
Drazzle,
I remember the old one that shut down as soon as the owner left.
Drazzle also said that his time is now limited in the world, so if Drazzle's around, Calprix is spending time with him.
Hildren would probably go and check when Cetus and Calcrix and Drazzle don't come back and goes into Drazzle's tower and says, "It's all fine. It's actually quite tasteful.
And as soon as the door's closed, it's invisible.
The door's still open, right? We're leaving the doors open so I can walk back and forth for a bit."
Yeah, well, no one can come in
What?
until I say
What's the
something.
point of being safe in a mansion? You get
We'll close the doors in a minute!
She just wants to do this coordination bit and then she will. My plan was to send, because
But
one
we-
of my sending stones is with Hildren.
But we can't actually send. This
Can't
is
we?
one of the things I know about magnificent
Different
mansions.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
We
that.
can't because they're literally like pocket dimensions.
Okay.
Cetus would just look at you with a
You've got
handful of
some
jello.
snacks on
Well,
the
you're
bench,
not
but
one
I
of the
didn't want to
statues.
disturb the-
Just eat the jello.
I mean, it's suggestive of you, but like it's not technically you.
You're not the
And
only
it's
water
not
ganassi.
suggestive in the same way that you're thinking.
Have you met another water ganassi with tentacles?
Yes.
What? I was going to say Clayton doesn't count because he's not a water ganassi. He doesn't have tentacles.
You haven't rolled to see if an insight check to see if I'm lying. And I don't often lie, so I wouldn't understand why you would.
I also don't need to because I'm going to roll low.
It is safe. I know we wanted to have a conversation. Do we want to do that in the morning?
Yes.
Excellent.
Jello, Drazzle.
I
Happy.
figured. We're not going to be able to be in communication between now and then.
And you hear it. infidel! As a bit of jello flies at you.
Can I do a dex
She
save
beat
to
me
see
to
if I
it.
catch it?
Fair fight!
Can I try and catch it?
Fetus
Okay.
hearing us will also stop throwing.
I'm hearing that Drazzle's house is the fun house.
I mean,
We've got the adults table and the kids table.
I mean, if you push me, I would say no.
Yes, very much so.
25.
Yes, you do catch it, and it goes everywhere. It's jello.
It's jello, but
Splash!
but it doesn't hit my face.
I would also like to throw jello at Hilton.
And the jello is flying.
33.
Yeah, that beats my roll.
I slash it. I slap it back at you, and it doesn't explode when it hits me. It explodes when it hits you.
And you have the smell of your favourite food all over you.
I'm sure there's showers in. We're not going to be able to get in touch unless Eep has a way of communicating between the two pocket dimensions. I might do a little bit of a clue up over dinner in the other tower, but we will see you in the morning. And I will exit. Do you want me to shut the door on my way out?
Calcrix is pretty much nodding while she's chewing on jello and reading a book.
Looking at Drazzle. Would you like me to shut the door on the way out?
He gives you a thumbs up.
Alright, shut the door, walk into Merc's tower, shuts the door. They're happy in Drazzle's tower, they're eating jello.
Very good.
Is there a shower?
Yep, walk into that door there and you'll find a waterfall.
With many mercs happy to help you.
I chase the Mercs out of the room.
And the water is perfect temperature.
Okay, I go have a shower in the waterfall after chasing all the Mercs out of the room.
You surely mercs aren't holding up the water and pouring it.
No, well, normally they scrub your feet. It's so...
No, they go out. I will be back for dinner in about... Give me half an hour.
So the mercs gather together, or some of my mercs, and they start to put on a stage show for us.
The
Classic.
trials and tribulations of Merc, according to Merc.
They talk about the legend of how he saved cities.
What?
Yeah.
The Legend of Jane, but using Merc from Serenity.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
While everyone's doing their own thing, could I cast Identify on those three items? And as I've got it as a ritual.
Mm-hmm. You can spend some time doing that.
Yeah, so that the sword, the scroll, and the mug.
And had you figured out what level you were casting them at?
So, third will give you common, fourth is uncommon, fifth is rare.
Maybe just doing its fit.
Yeah, I'd say they're probably, at least the sword's probably rare.
Yeah.
Can I need to go to the bathroom. Can I hand this over for somebody to take notes of what the swords and stuff are?
Sure.
Probably don't let me touch it.
So, Jello fight in Drazzle's tower.
Very short
Play
jello fight.
and waterfall bath by myself in Mercs.
Well, it's a jello fight between two dragons and a sea monster. If Drazzle's a dragon?
I would say Dragonborn. Drazzle's a Dragonborn. But I would say the winner will always be Eep.
I forgot Eep's there, so yeah, yeah, I think Eep wins.
At some point overnight, I'd like to check with Drazzle and see if I can, because when I'm here, I can't normally safely pay respect to my various gods.
It says you still can, just that they are less likely to contact you while here.
No, I just want to do my normal rituals safely, which is, do the offering, give them the usual update of what I'm up to and where I'm up to, and it's kind of like Calcrix's diary for the day, because that's what the Great One taught her, was paying reverence to the gods. He was happy with that. but then he's her brother. So I'm not sure about Nyx and Io and Idris, but you know, they get the same update.
Okay, so everyone has a good night, and what is your checks?
For turning
For
hit points and
identify.
things? For the identify.
So I was doing level 5 on the sword and level 4 on the 2 other items.
And was it level 3 on the other items?
Level 4 it was going to be. What's the same?
There's no advantage for using even increments.
Oh, okay. So level 3 then, yeah.
Because it's 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 11th.
Okay.
So there's actually 11th one, which is the harder one to cast because not everyone can do 11th level spells.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know anyone who can do a level 11 spell.
It's all about correctly identifying artifacts.
So level 5 on the sword and level 3 on the mug and 3 on the scroll.
I'm thinking of the 5e spell where it's you cast it in for 10 minutes, you can just see what everything is.
That would be very good.
Okay, I'll quickly look up the room with the scroll, and then I'll tell you what the other things do.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, the scroll has 3 spells on it.
No.
Web, fly, and invisibility.
They're all handy.
And unless they're on your spells you can know or on your spell list, you cannot cast them.
I think I've got invisibility and web. I don't think I have fly. I'd have to have a look.
It's easy to get, just that unless it's on your allowable spells.
Have a double check.
Yeah, I'd have to double check.
Because
It's actually
from
easy.
my bard playing days, which is admittedly 3 years ago, I reckon fly was on there. But
Well, the reason I got a hippogriff, my Pluto, was so I could travel in flight.
right,
Yep, no, fly's on your list.
Oh, there you go. I do have flight.
It's a 3rd level spell.
So is
So remember,
that scroll?
Fly is not going to do overlay anymore. It's only a short-term spell.
So that scroll, can I use it once for either of those, or use it 3 times, one of each?
Once for each.
Once for each.
And once it's used, it's gone.
It's gone. Yep.
oh,
Or you could put it into, give it to someone who's got spell books, and they can put it into the spell books.
Okay. If I give it to someone that hasn't got those spells, though, right, they can't use it.
If it's not on their spell list.
Yeah.
So it's either, for them to be useful, it has to be on their available spells to learn page.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Because everyone has a unique spell list.
Yep.
Okay, the mug.
My poor mug.
The mug now also counts as a holy symbol of Orcus. You can praise his name and it will answer.
Destroy!
Warlock.
Okay.
He got them before he came here.
I don't believe you.
I don't know what that means, but interesting. So, can I talk to Piggly Wiggly through the mug? Is that what that means?
As long as you praise his name first.
But you have to praise his name.
Mm-hmm.
And do I lose anything by doing this? Like soul? Don't I? Okay.
You probably lose standing with the party.
Yeah.
You lose that cool factor.
I don't think I was in the cool factor to begin with.
Calcrix may start considering you a part of the Big O,
Mm-hmm.
Eldrin
and
trusts
she
you
may
at the moment.
deem that as a part of removing the influence of the Big O from here, something needs to be done about you.
Sure. Cross that bridge when it comes to it.
Yes.
Hildren trusts you at the moment. Leaning a little bit further will probably lose that trust a bit.
Hey, next time you come in, the whole room may be full of mini orcuses.
Well, perhaps. Who knows?
At which point Hildren will turn around and go to Drazzle.
This is statue's Aunt Cetus is staying in that room.
Calprix will likely demolish the mansion if possible. She'll at least attempt to.
So the scroll was what?
Web flying invisibility.
Good thing she hasn't been in there. I wouldn't advise telling her if that happens.
If we just immediately close the door after we
The
cast
mug.
it.
Have you done the sword yet?
No, I haven't done the sword yet.
Okay.
Okay. And from what the sword is telling you, it's known as the Sword of Seduction. You just got to put the tip in a little bit.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
So it casts... The implication is there's a charm effect if you stab somebody.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Have to try that out.
And if you're holding the scepter at the same time, they get disadvantage.
Alright, the person who I'm attacking is disadvantaged.
They get disadvantage to resist your charm.
Alright.
So elves are immune to charm in this setting, right?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
That would have been 30 minutes, so I'll emerge, hair still sort of wet, and sit down at a table with what looks like, nice piles of meat and alcohol and bread and maybe a couple of vegetables.
So do all the towels have Merc's face all over them?
No, but they are of really high quality linen.
I was just thinking more like Spaceballs, like Merv the towel, Merv the toilet paper.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
They added. They put it in because they weren't allowed to sell any merchandise related to the movie.
And don't worry, Spaceballs 2 is in production.
I know, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. And they've managed to get most of the real people back, including kids of some of the real people to play kids in the show.
Yeah, the actor that played Lone Star's nephew is the guy going to play the Kylo Ren character.
Adam Driver?
I don't remember that name.
Yes, that's Adam Driver.
The only reason I know is because there's a lot of people who are fans of angsty Kylo Ren character.
And looks like there's going to be another Kylo Ren movie called The Hunt for Ben Solo.
Yeah.
Set after the other movies. Even though it's been cancelled twice.
I was going to say something, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh, Merc?
No.
You came into the room after your shower?
Merc's face on the towel.
Then we started doing... No,
You see the Mercs
it's
doing a
not.
stage show?
Oh yeah, as I appear, I'm assuming the Mercs do... The Mercs are just in the climax of their villagers praising Merc for saving their city song.
They are. Bit of a tap number.
So yes, it is quite vigorous, and they're insisting on dragging the what cheese into the show. As you come out, you get grabbed.
I have a high perception. Can I, stay out of the room?
I would like to say yes, but I'm in the...
As you can see, Trellin and Dimitri and Merc are all caught up in the dance. With a reluctant look on the other faces besides Merc.
No. With a glass of wine in my hand, or a goblet of wine.
And a Merc right beside him, constantly filling up the glass.
Just calling it the Merc musical.
To make it even more confusing, they wear identical clothing to Merc, so whatever Merc takes off, they take off.
It's true. Which is really awkward later when I go to bed and then suddenly all the Mercs outside just get naked for no reason.
Yeah, I'm in the room at that point.
I'm just going to bed.
There is nobody else in the room at that point.
I more imagined Merc having like the underwear that had a picture of his face on the ground.
Once that seems to have calmed down and it looks safe, I'll go sit at the table with, good meat and gravy and bread and maybe some vegetables.
It looks like a merc arm being served up as well.
A merc arm?
He sees himself in everything.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I come from a waste not, want not situation, so...
There's still also tentacle arm on there as well.
Calamari.
We've already had elven calamari.
That's why it's on the table. Why does the full roasted pig look like Merc? Human sushi platter Merc.
Perhaps the roasted pig looks like Piggly Wiggly.
Do the others come and sit at the table with me?
Yes.
Dimitri?
Dimitri, I take some food, but they're planning on spending most of the evening with my sleep. Actually, take the time to reassess his new memories, or his future memories, or...
Before you get lost in your own thoughts, Dimitri, if we are going to survive Rapanathak,
which doesn't waste resources like having two nations going on at the same time, I agree completely.
I mean, I'm not getting involved in that particular conversation, but we do need to work on coordination, and I know it's hard to have that discussion.
Like not creating two nations at the same time.
Again, not part of that decision, but
We're having this conversation in the morning.
we are going to have this conversation with Cetus and Drazzle and Calcrix in the morning.
Baby.
But it is important that we consider the fact that we're just skimming. We haven't even really scratched through the paint job on the surface here. Like, this is... We're already taking some trauma. It might be an idea to work on our coordination as a party. Think about, okay, who's the best... We're opening doors. Who's the best to... look at the doors and check they're not trapped. Who's the best to open the doors? Who's likely to not get killed? Can we try and listen to each other? All of us listen to each other so that we are moving as a coordinated unit. Because otherwise, I really think even you, Dimitri, is going to die.
When she says we've taken trauma, a merc comes out of the shadows with a clipboard and glasses. And be like, I am Floyd, Merc. I can help you with the trauma.
I look at that, I look at Merc, and I go...
Are you sure it doesn't add, it's all about your father and mother?
How was your relationship with your father?
I look at Freud Merc, and I look at Merc, and I go... I will deal with that later.
Merc says he's really good.
I will deal with that later. But can we agree that we need to work on some coordination? We have characters who tend to be better at long range, even if they are versatile. We have characters who need to stay at the back and need to not jump into every treasure pit that they see that ends up being a trap.
Don't know who that is.
And you got all these mercs agreeing with him around that thing going, yeah, it can't be anyone we know.
They all immediately just point at one in the corner holding like a massive gold statue.
We have characters, we have party members who have some wonderful insight and knowledge, but also some really good range spells who could possibly, would traditionally be in a fighting unit towards the back. And we have a couple of us who are designed to take some hits and be the front line. And we have a dragon who can do everything, but if she's in front of us, we can't see anything. So, a bit of organisation and a bit of understanding of, okay, this is sort of the way, things can change, but this is sort of the way we move. If we get into a situation where decisions need to be made fast, one person should be the one that's really trying to have that insight at the moment. And it may not always be the same person, Dimitri. We should... if we are making a decision or a group decision that needs agreement, how are we going to reach that agreement? And remembering that everybody's vote counts the same.
So in level
Oh,
up,
that's good.
And that's
if
the
you
point
have
of it.
if you have one character and another character on the opposite sides of another character, then do they take disadvantage on the?
If you're flanking.
Flanking,
sort of thing.
yeah, you
Yes.
get advantage.
You can get advantage, yes.
Okay, so that's another clarification that we can.
And that's
I
something
believe you
that
can
if
also
we get
get
into
advantage
combat...
from someone spending their action to aid you on their turn.
Yeah.
And when I shoot 2 arrows into the fight, am I at risk of?
Hitting a party member.
That's right.
Only if you really want to.
Okay, that's good.
We've got friendly fire off.
Oh no,
friendly.
it's there. He's just got special arrows.
Yes.
So if he chooses to hit a party member, he'll hit a party member.
And with your expertise where you are, you get advantage automatically with that. So
Cool.
because you're master at your bow, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you get advantage anyway. So, like, final details and stuff will need to be knotted out tomorrow with the rest of the party. We have plenty of time. We can't go through Rapanathak for the whole time we're going to be awake. So we have time to have breakfast and have a discussion. But what I'm hoping is that you guys are listening to what I'm saying and having a think about it tonight so that we can have a reasonable and fair discussion in the morning.
With Dimitri's preferred range, he's 30 feet.
Is it 30 feet?
I think
They two can operate effectively at any range.
Yeah.
I was going to say
The first
the
one
short
we
answer
did.
is Dimitri's our mid-ranger.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
Dimitri
well,
can be extreme range as well.
He's one of, like, his cantrip is 240 foot range. Isn't it?
Nice.
Yeah. So, like, mechanics-wise, Cetus and I work best melee. I'd actually put Merc sort of to the back of the middle because he could use some protection in case we get ambushed from the back.
Dimitri and Trellin at the back make a lot of sense because they've worked together for a long time and they can both handle an enemy surprising them.
So having Cetus and Hildren, Calcrix and Merc, and Trellin and Dimitri makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you can turn around and handle yourself with long swords, and as you said, Dimitri is capable at any range.
I've got dual wielder and sharpshooter.
Yeah.
So.
And that way we've got a buffer of protection, and if needed be, the dragon can, like, shield shield Merc, because dragon is tank.
And the only problem with that system is that's fine in the combat situation, but who's in front to spot things initially?
Well, Calcrix can look over our heads. I have a fairly good
not really
perception.
effectively inside a 10-foot corridor.
I have fairly good perception.
I do have the orb I could send in front of us.
But you can't move while using it.
No.
So again, it's not something you can be walking down the corridor.
She leans down, pats Falstafer, and says, we've got some options. And, I'm not saying that if we know we're in an area that might be particularly trapped or we've hit a trap recently, we don't switch one of us.
I
mean, we've had sections... There have been less traps on this floor.
Yeah, but more trauma.
More trauma, less traps.
Still tease.
I still think the third floor
So,
is going to
and
be
I'm not
tragedy
saying
traps.
that this is necessarily the best way. Like, this is a discussion we need to have.
So that's the other thing that Dimitri mentioned, the idea of your concept of a group discussion become a group decision is pointless when the group conversation really dilutes the intelligence and ideas.
Yes, but even if you feel that different perspectives and different people's wisdom and experience can have a factor in developing the best plan forward. In fact, you limit yourself by having only one person do all the thinking. multiple perspectives is a key part of critical thinking. Yes, Dimitri, you can believe that all you'd like. But we are a party. We are working together. We are in an environment that is likely to try and pit us against each other. We need to have ways. We need to work more as a cohesive group in order for us to move forward with more security and safety. Now,
Agreed.
I'm not saying that we need to have the full discussion and everything right now, but I am raising it now, saying we need to have the discussion in the morning, and you guys need to have the time tonight to think about how you are going to approach this and any ideas you have for the way we can work as a more cohesive unit. So, while we relax and have fun in Merc's magnificent mansion, and I am going to go and smash some combat dummies in a bit before going to bed.
I also have combat mercs, which can help you train. Or you can train on them.
Maybe. We'll see.
That's fun.
Absolutely.
In one sense of the word, it sounds good. In the other sense of the word, no, I'm monogamous.
Everyone's
So am
monogamous
I.
until they're not.
But
This sword doesn't work on me.
his is out of fear, though.
Use the other sword.
Mine's out of faithfulness. His is out of fear. And that's a generalization and not necessarily true.
Oh no, it's definitely out of fear. He doesn't want to piss off Drusella. I don't think you do either.
But just giving us the heads up that this is a conversation we need to have in the morning. Have some time, think about it. I'm sure all of us have insights into the best way we can go forth. I'm going to go hit some stuff with my swords until it is splinters, and then I am planning to go to bed. Is there a room that's mine?
Pick one of the thousands. And when you open the door, it'll be exactly what you want for a bedroom.
Okay. So, yeah.
So no mercs.
No, it is going to look exactly like my room back at the keep, but, like, no people in it. There'll be a full stuff of bed, and a lepta perch, and a bed, and my bed, and then nobody else.
There's a merc wearing a rune mask. Like a really bad paper one.
Which will immediately be chased out by Falstaff. Yeah, no, so... Do we have anything that we want to say before I go and smash things?
Popcorn?
Fairy floss.
Popcorn is good, so is fairy floss. Okay,
That's for...
if everybody's happy, I've eaten my fill, I'm going to go smash some combat dummies.
Is that too much for you?
You should invest in a fairy floss mission.
I was going to say, I had more popcorn if popcorn is more desired.
But then I have to make it myself.
I have so much food.
I know, so much. Popcorn good for you though.
Yes. And popcorn's best when it's warm.
Although I
Yeah, that's why I do small serves at a time.
I have heard that they're trying to ban popcorn that pops in bags in Australia because there's a chemical inside the bag which doesn't...
No, stop. Don't tell me. I
No,
want to know.
she will-
Enjoy my popcorn in a bag. If it is not banned yet, don't want to
Oh
know.
no, it's still okay now, as far as I'm aware.
Yep, no, don't need the end of that.
I love the boxes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I found out Coles, Woolies sell them.
Okay.
I feel like
And
that's just
different
gonna handle
flavours.
them making
They do.
the bags with
Ignorance
different
really
chemicals.
is bliss.
Sometimes it is.
Anyway, so I'm going to go smash some combat dummies and then go to bed in my replica castle bedroom with no other person and no replica mercs in it.
Just a portrait of Merc above the bed.
No. He said when the door opened, it was allowed whatever I wanted.
Even if it's what your subconscious wants.
No. There is a picture of Rune on the bedside table, but that is it.
It's Merc wearing the rune mask.
I will eat my fill, and then if I could cast Find Familiar before I go to bed,
He's eating Phil.
that would be good. Poor old Phil. And then I would go to bed for a long rest.
Did you have a familiar in mind?
I was just thinking something like a small fae that could fly. I didn't actually have something in
Pixie?
mind. Pixie, yeah, sure.
Pseudo dragon.
Fairy dragon.
Anything beyond the basic animals require him to have spent downtime learning. And
You
because
might
they're
have
all
the
supposed to
downtime.
be limited to a CL1 creature at the most.
So Pixie is possible. I think you might still have some downtime. I'm not sure.
I think I have. I haven't spent it. But if Pixie's a small little animal that can buzz around.
I know a fair amount about it because that's one of Morrigan's forms.
Yeah. And can I communicate with
Yes.
the Pixie? Yeah, okay. Then yeah, that'll be fine.
You'll be able to, if you go blind and deaf in your own body, you'll be able, if there's a familiar, you'll be able to see and hear through its eyes and ears.
Pixie may take a little finagling.
Or what's
Oh,
the
because
other
it's got to be CR0, doesn't it?
It's got to be fairly low for it to work. 202.
one? Happy for it to be a sparrow. If that's
Sparrow works.
CR0.
You can have, like, my familiar is my hawk.
Yeah.
If you end up getting Fae, Pixie does count, but it does require the downtime.
Okay, I'll have a look at my downtime.
You'd only need to spend, like, 1 or 2 weeks on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, and I get the double downtime as well, feet. So, I'll spend the downtime this weekend. Can I get the Pixie now? Great.
And because the Pixie is a representation of you, it's whatever you want it to be.
That can be a little more.
Yes.
A little naked merc with wings.
No, I will make it a traditional Fae Pixie. So if I had to, it can.
Puckish. Make it puckish.
What's a puckish?
Like, little horns and, like, fur loincloth. And
Other Pixies will recognize that no matter how you make it, that it is not a true Pixie.
yeah.
Familiars are not true representations of those animals.
I'll make
Like
it.
Puck from Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll make it a little pixie puck
Mm-hmm.
with the horns.
Does it have the corgi mount?
I
I
don't know
think
who's going to be
it's
able to
called a
mount it.
fawn. If I'm right.
I think you might be right.
There was a culture where corgis were the mount of choice for like fairies.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will go.
This sounds absolutely suitable.
Mm-hmm.
So in the other tower, it's basically relaxing music played for by a bunch of little dark Fae creatures.
It's not mini Llewells this time?
No.
Mini dark Fae creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting choice.
All
Yes.
seem to be water aspected though.
I'm guessing. I was just going to say they're aspected towards Drazzle. Calcrix will make a request of some of the tunes that she's heard of, that she knows that Drazzle's heard of as well.
They happily play any tune requested. There is also a library which you can wander through.
That's where 90% of the time will be. Probably trying to look up various bits of information that would be helpful. She's kind of a little bit focused on rooms laid over rooms, rooms laid over rooms, and those sorts of illusions and what purposes they might
That's
be
one
put to.
interpretation of Puck.
You don't think it was an illusion of the rooms laid over each other?
No, that's why she's looking into. It looks like there's multiple dimensions anchored to
That's
one
the one I was
spot.
thinking of.
Would that be?
Oh, righto.
Yeah, very good way to hide things.
I was thinking of something completely different.
So
So
she'll
that's
be
him from
focused
Oh, yeah.
on trying
Cool
to
little dude.
figure out
He's Puck is
how
also
to
Shakespeare's Puck.
how to work out that puzzle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it will might be an arcane check for her.
Is Cetus swimming in jello by now?
Or the magical identification on it.
Didn't
They're
you
both similar.
stay with that
I mean,
room? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in the other castle. He's in the other door.
I went into the kids' table.
There was
Jelly!
actually nothing wrong in Mercs. Mercs is just fine.
He feels uncomfortable by the fact that
30
half of the statues are of him.
A fifth of the
Okay,
statues.
so
Sorry, yes. A fifth
no,
of the
you think
statues.
that
They're of a water ganassi.
Cetus had the right idea of it, that you can interact with the environment you're looking at
As long as you're not
while you're
looking
looking at it. So the room is there only if you're looking at the mural.
I guess what she's trying to figure out is in the context of their goals within Rapanathak. Is this a room she would like to try to figure out?
Well, it is a insidious trap because if you lose concentration or get distracted, you might get stuck or appear in solid stone.
I gather dispel magic is unlikely to undo such a complex trap.
Well, if you dispel magic, it's just a room.
Is it just a room for everybody then? Does it undo the trap?
If you break the connection to the other realities, which you can only see by looking at the illusion,
She wants to render it safe.
if you render it safe, you lose access to the next level.
I see. Well, it's a good thing she figured that out. So the staircase will probably give access to the next level.
And it's most likely one way.
Does that mean if Dimitri doesn't take off and unattune from his robe of eyes, he cannot access the next level?
That is
of
true.
The staircase.
There are other stairs we can choose to go down. There was a couple of ways down. This is just one of them.
Does that figure as true
Will you
to her
find
for
other
what
ways
she knows, or is that something
Not on this
beyond-
level.
No, there was one more staircase. We went back.
You used all the you did all the staircases.
Oh, we did.
We ended up in this area
That's right,
because,
because we went down the stairs.
Yeah.
At one point,
Technically, I'm pretty certain there were other stairs on the first level we were on,
Which is
but
what
we
I
haven't come across on this level yet.
which is what I said.
That's what we handled.
so with my copy of the map and Drazzle's demonstration of the map that you mentioned when we came in, can I see any other way to get to the next level that's not this staircase?
Not from this level.
So we have to go down a level?
You have to go back up.
Back up a level.
But you don't have another way down.
Well, Cowcritch will discuss this with Cetus and Drazzle, and she'll turn to Drazzle and go, there's not very many ways to convince Dimitri to go up the staircase that's right here.
That's the staircase down.
Well, down the staircase to the next level.
We need to convince him that going up is the way to go down.
Oh, he'd believe that because as far as he's aware, there's no stairs down.
Yeah.
Fair
He
point.
would he would move the stairs up.
No, I think you're misunderstanding. It will be very easy for me to convince Dimitri we're going to go up and you want to go down, because it's exactly what I do. We're going to go back up to level 1,
Yeah.
come down a different set of stairs to what we came down to get to this level, to take us to a different level 2.
Yes.
Alright.
Can I determine whether there's any advantage to going down the staircase as opposed to going back all the other way?
The advantage of going back the other way is hopefully it's not a one-way staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you think once you've gone down and no longer in sight of the mural, you won't be able to get back out again.
I'm still trying to figure out if I should just dispel magic on this. Because if we can just go up a level and then go down a staircase, and it's guaranteed and there's no traps, then it's better to destroy this trap so that nobody else gets stuck in it.
You could try that.
I guess would she roll insight on whether this is?
But she doesn't also know if she's strong enough to dispel the magic.
No, she doesn't.
And plus, you might dispel it for an hour a day. Is it's not something that looks like it's just being cast. Most dispel magic suppresses magical area of effects. Not always ending them. Okay, so everyone wakes up to how does everyone wake up in Merc's abode?
To the smell of breakfast meats and eggs cooking. A couple of mercs have some lutes and flutes.
So they're on their bedside with the food and the lutes.
No.
They will be
a tray of food.
exploded fairly quickly if they're right
Standing
next to
there
my
with a
bed.
tray of food next to each bed. And in the main hall, lutes, flutes, and
So
harps.
sounds of lutes, flutes, and an explosion.
Yeah. As that merc explodes, other mercs rush in and start to clean up all the blood on the walls and floor.
And then that leads to
I'm
further
waking up.
explosion.
Yeah, I'm waking up not to. Like, I'm dressed and I'm waking up not to explode the next set of mercs. No, I'm just trying to decide which secret craft I'm going to wake up in.
And are you feeling better? After the trauma of the last 2 days.
One day. That doesn't go away with a night, but I'm feeling more refreshed.
You should talk to Merkenfreud.
Or explode a few mercs. You've already done that.
I've splintered quite a few combat dummies
Yes.
and exploded a couple of mercs in the last 10 hours.
No worries.
I'm doing slightly better.
Cool.
Still don't mention the G word.
That's right.
I'm a little bit concerned, as a player, Calcrix doesn't know this, that you feel better after some very destructive behaviour.
I have anger.
I know.
I'm allowed to have anger.
It's a little bit concerning that your way of dealing with trauma is to destroy things.
She can't go and talk to Rune, which is her other way of dealing with it. So she's smashing some things.
We need to get you some sort of journal or something where you can get some sort of counselling or connection with someone.
There's Merkenfreud. I'm sure I will get there.
I just see Merkenfreud reach into a bag and pull out the shitty rune mask again.
I'm
I'm going to keep making the joke for as long as you're in the room.
I'm sure we'll get there. We're just not there yet.
That's fine. She doesn't mind which counsellor you talk to. She'd just like you to have different, variety of ways of dealing with trauma rather than just one way.
The reason I'm hesitating is because air is the only secret craft, the elemental secret craft is the only one that's built. But I have spells in the other one that I think waking up in air is still the best process.
Oh yeah, I get that. Stealth divination thing.
Oh, and I get let me write this, but
I have a 7 that I can use at some point today.
and I get my thingy, but let me write this first.
So I will not be using that to save you today.
Unless it's making one of the enemies who are about to hit.
I mean, I've used every other one I've rolled to save Merc from something that he caused.
Alright, so I also wake up with a premonition.
What premonition will you wake up with?
I don't know.
The cards.
Seika's freaked out because her god seems to actually be making her con artist fortune telling real.
Right.
Rather than just con artistry.
I see somebody
Which has
with
been
the
backed
letter
up.
A in their name.
Which is, it's fortune telling, tarot reading. Which was then backed up because the Dark Lady played with her cards and now they show they're even more magical. And she likes that, but at the same time, she got freaked out for a while.
Okay, so you see a sun blazes brightly in the summer sky. And it is reversed, meaning that you believe a naive positioned person who spouts empty platitudes about everything turning out for the best.
Either that's one of us,
Those are
or
fancy
someone we're
words.
meeting. Summer sky. So, naive person with empty platitudes.
Though there is also a hint that a creature, perhaps a pixie, that offers aid but is too weak to provide meaningful help.
Will provide meaningful help, or?
Too weak to provide meaningful help. Which is literally what it says here. It says a pixie.
Premonition.
I mean, naive person spouting empty platitudes could be Dimitri.
And then any platitudes.
Mm-hmm.
So the nice picture of the sun reversed.
It's a cool pic.
It's a city falling into the sun instead of the sun lighting up a city.
It could be what's happening in Darrakan right now.
It's obviously a picture of Hollow World.
Oh yeah, that too.
Okay, so in the other room you wake up to sound of birds,
That sounds about right.
and looking out of the window you see the party's castle just sitting within throwing distance of the window.
I throw yellow at it.
Sorry.
It hits the window and just splats and slides down.
I was going to say exactly the same thing.
It's like if I had a magic mansion, it would look like a forest, but you'd hit a point and it's just a wall.
I had an idea for one, but it only really makes sense if it's an artificer, and I don't know if they get that spell.
What secret craft would get magic mansion? Magnificent mansion.
You'll find out.
Pretentious one.
Not one that I can access. Even if I could do it, I couldn't access the spell level for it in this character.
Most likely portal craft.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yes, you...
There are chips. Happy to eat chips instead of popcorn. Have you tried these?
Alright, you go for them.
Those are really good.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
As you come down for breakfast in the other room, Drazzle tells you that he can open the doorway to the keep.
We can go back to the keep.
Well, people saying his place can.
We don't know this, but we can go back to the keep.
People saying his place can.
I know. But it's
The
news.
keep being Hildren's castle. Okay.
Is there a reason you want to go back to the keep?
The plan was just to spend a day down here, wasn't it?
2 nights.
I was going to say, would he just remember, but it's been a day. Of course he'll remember that.
Calprix will ask Dresden,
You remember.
is there a reason we should go back to the keep? Is that why you're...
He pulls out 2 copies from beneath the table and puts them on that knee.
Are there any scrolls in there?
Reaches back under, pulls out some scrolls. Apparently they
Nice.
came from your copy place.
Hand out scrolls. Share one with Cetus, one with Eep. Make sure Drazzle still has one. These are really good scrolls.
In the other castle. It feels weird to have breakfast without one of Eve's cookies.
I can have one of the Mercs make you some cookies.
Yeah, but it won't be Eve's cookies.
It won't be.
It's okay, you'll get cookies.
Okay.
I will pass Drazzle some letters and see if you can hand them to the gnomes at the keep.
He takes them.
Thank you. This is how I keep in communication with everybody.
Okay, so what about the others? You've woken up.
I've had breakfast. By the bedside, go out to the main area, look for other people.
Continue exploring another day.
I have another shower in the waterfall room and put Philosopher guarding the door so nobody else can come in. And then, yeah, come out snacking on something.
I eat
I
breakfast.
feel replenished.
Nice place, Smurf. I really appreciate the fact that I got to sleep in my bedroom. And I got to explode things without feeling guilt.
Yeah, this old place, it does okay.
You're going to do that one time, it's going to be the actual Merc.
Of course, you're not sure we're talking to Merc because they all look identically. Every Merc you talk to looks like that Merc.
The only way to prove it's the real Merc is he walks outside.
Mm.
They can all try to walk outside, they just don't make it.
Shall we see if the other guys, go stand in the corridor to see if the other guys, or at least open the door so we can find out if the other guys are up?
So my Merc says, I'm over here. Good idea, let's do it.
It's like 7 table over.
That's gonna get frustrating, but I can live with that. The waterfall, for future reference, really nice. You just need an onsen somewhere. Just for next time.
Yeah. I'll have your Mercs work on it while we're going.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so I have 2 robes, and they both get washed. I'm all good.
At the same time?
Yep.
That's what the bath's for?
Yes.
So you just will open the door and just hand whoever's in the corridor the coffee and then close it again and go eat his breakfast.
That's good.
I have a coffee in my hand.
I don't know
It's got the symbol of your keep on it.
if there's a drying room.
I also...
So we have a whole team of Mercs that just do your dry cleaning.
Okay.
They'll take, wash,
Which means
dry,
that it
fold,
wasn't
and
created
put it
in the mansion.
No worries.
Oh, I know. I don't know if my character would realise this, but I know. She goes in and hands the coffee to Merc, because he seems to be the one that enjoys the coffee the most.
back. That's it.
And he's given me, I've appreciated. It's a token of appreciation for a decent night's rest.
Merc says thanks. Just
Coffee
like-
delivery from another dimension.
From one dimension, through another dimension, through the original dimension, and into this dimension.
So we're going to continue exploring? Is that what we're up to do?
Well, at the moment we're waiting till Cetus and Calverix. Don't forget we need to have a conversation before we do anything else.
Yep. I asked Dressel, can we invite them over here to have coffee, and they want a scroll and we can talk about the stuff that Hildren wants to talk about?
Drizzle nods.
I will send Eve over to invite you guys over for coffee and scroll and discussion.
As long as it isn't Jello.
Okay, through the closed door you see Eep walk into the room.
Okay.
I mean, the door was open, but...
He doesn't come in through that doorway.
Oh, okay. Hi, Eep!
Eep points to the door and then walks out the door.
So
I don't think we can go through the same door as you, Eep.
Is that Eve's way of saying you need to go out and potty? I don't know. Is that a follow me point?
I mean-
It is. You would have known it long enough. to know.
Yeah, no, I'm being stupid. I go out and the door, Dressel's door is there.
Yep, it's there and it's open.
It's open. Yeah, I head in.
I would have.
so bacon flavoured Jello.
No,
Doesn't
the
excite me.
scrolls come
Right.
from... So Drazel has access to Hildren's Keep.
Okay.
At
Which has a
Hildren's Keep,
Calcrick's coffee shop.
Calcrick's has a coffee shop where the
Right.
scrolls and the coffee come from. So it's
Okay.
real coffee and scrolls from the keep.
But if you want anything other than coffee or scrolls, it's Jello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to have the scrolls.
Well, I'll fill up on bacon and...
You can have bacon flavoured Jello.
No.
Bacon flavoured coffee flavoured Jello.
I saw the Jello. I think I saw the Jello in the other tower, and I'm like, before we head out, I'm like, fill up here.
Yeah,
All they have is Jello.
that's right.
Unless you want what the Calcrix's bakery offers with the coffee.
But Eve didn't communicate that, and all I got was a coffee. We don't know that there's baked goods.
A coffee that was handed to you by Cetus.
Yes.
Okay, so walking into the other tower, you basically see, yeah.
I was going to say, Calcrix is wearing her cat slippers. So please feel free to add flavour to your description.
Okay, you hear the sound of purring as you walk into the room coming from Calcrix. As you see Eep standing over a pile of jello, wobbling along with it. You sure Eepy's talking to the jello?
Eep is talking to the jello.
Eep talks to many things.
I'm guessing Eep's changing a lot of colours then.
Just doing a lot of wobbling.
Don't challenge the flower, that thing, to a jello fight. Plays dirty.
Has Cedar's had a bath?
Nope.
So he's covered in jello.
I'm
He's
pretty
constantly
sure.
wet, so it just washes off him.
Yeah,
eventually.
and while you're looking at him, a piece of jello just falls on top of him from nowhere. And you hear a, "You're still infidel!"
I can't be an infidel.
Calcrix goes up. No, not Calcrix. Hildren! Hildren goes up next to Ape. Hildren goes up next to Ape and holds a hand out for a high five.
As you hold your hand out, it gets splattered by another piece of jello.
Yeah, wipe it off. Hang on. Mark, prestidigitation, please.
Prestidigitation.
Thank you.
Yeah, interdimensional jello is not fun.
I'm pretty
So
sure
Eep plays
Drazzle
dirty
just holds
and
up an
food
umbrella
fights.
whenever he needs to.
He just doesn't worry.
No. But it would look funny.
Well, he would eat most of the things being thrown at him.
Once everyone comes in, Calcrix will look at Hildren expectantly and go, "You wanted to talk."
Well, we needed to talk about coordination. And I do the same rundown I did last night. Needing to be coordinated. We're not even scratching the surface paint on Rapanathak. We need to work better as a group. Group discussions, layout, work as a unit rather than disparate people.
Before
Answer
you-
questions.
Like setting up multiple mentions and then wasting time in the morning to discuss stuff that we discussed last night that we're not discussing.
Well, we're finalising. I am reminding you, Dimitri, we are finalising. Everybody's had time to mull it over. We are finalising and coming up with a set of rules that we will probably have to adjust later, but for now we are agreeing upon a path of action.
This is us going forward, not Dimitri reminding us of everything we've done in the past.
Speaking of Dimitri,
Well,
constantly.
if you don't learn from mistakes,
Learning from mistakes is an iterative process sometimes.
yes, some people have to do the same mistake multiple times before they learn. Yes, I've dealt with that before.
And what was he saying?
You like to talk a lot about teaching us stuff, but whenever we ask you a question, you seem to just go quiet and not answer the question.
Before we go too far into this discussion, I do not know that I have all the diplomatic skills. I didn't know whether it was worth using one of them to just kind of try and help this talk go smoothly as possible, make everyone receptive to the ideas.
I also have diplomatic skills.
That's more where you ask the players to be receptive to the ideas because you don't normally do skill checks against characters.
I mean,
Alright,
I'm
so-
receptive.
Yeah, well, that's why I wasn't quite sure how it
I'm trying
worked,
to
just that
guide.
I got the thing, and I was just hoping that
You talk well.
that would work. But I didn't want to actually, use it against them as such, but to kind of make things more equanimous. That's not a real word. I have.
Well, you said it as a word.
Okay.
If
So,
that's what says it, it's a word.
do we want to roleplay it, or do we just want to have a discussion as players?
You
on-
can just have a discussion as players. That would probably be easier than trying to have
It's
your
gonna be
characters
faster.
interject.
So
Then I have to be Sean.
I'm not here to be Sean.
Sean has anxiety.
So the front rank should be you, Hildren,
Yep.
They're
and
gonna
Cetus,
Should
Is that
the,
right?
Should the
Yep.
druid be in the front rank? Considering
and then
druid is a
the
little
next
squishy?
rank would be
Druid.
He's a berserker, not a
AJ
druid.
Oh, sorry, berserker.
and
I keep
Merc and
remembering your other
Calcrix.
character.
Yeah.
Calcrix, and then the following at the back, Dimitri and Torellin.
Yep. So that's our standard party order.
Yeah.
Going down corridors, heading into combat. Like,
Yeah.
things change as we go, but
Yeah.
when we say we are moving on, we go into these positions. It's like Neverwinter Nights. You have the set positions, and they may get disparate in situations, but then they all come back into the same.
And then you hit the bug where nothing just seems to work.
Yes.
Are you comfortable with that?
Oh, I have no concerns. That's what I mean.
Are you comfortable with that?
Happy with that.
My only concern is having Cetus be at the front. He's going down a corridor. Because he's not the most observant person. He can take a hit from the trap, but he won't see it.
I am
Can
very
won't see it.
observant.
I
Yeah.
make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can take a good hit and I have the perception.
So do we want it Calcrix and Hildren followed by Cetus and Merc?
Though technically Hildren's more squishy than the other two.
Yes.
Could be.
So it's the
But
argument.
my passive perception is...
You got someone with a
but
robe of
then-
eyes in the front and the back that way.
True.
Doesn't Dimitri have like through the roof perception?
So should you with the robe.
Yeah, I do.
So basically, from a technical point, you want the two robe of eyes at the front and the back.
Okay,
Though-
yeah, that makes sense.
As long as I can get past or get through for melee combat if we need it, because that's my other thing is combat. I'm particularly when I can't use some of my usual spells. Melee combat is the best position for me.
I think having Cetus towards the middle might also be good because as long as the roof's high enough, he can just spider climb across the roof to get to the back if he needs to.
So having Cetus in the middle and Hildren and Calcrix at the front.
Sounds good.
Put Cetus in a
I
position
wrote
to
the
get to
first
where he
order
needs to be.
down, and now I have to change it around.
It was
Well,
all
when
nice
you
and
justify
neat.
it, you justify it well.
Okay, so one of the other issues we're having is people listening to each other and responding to each other. So maybe as like one of the things we do is we just talk about how there have been times where people feel like people aren't listening to them or people aren't responding to them, and I think all of us have felt that at some point. So maybe try and be aware of the other party members and how your actions impact them, or lack of action impacts them.
What may seem obvious to some is not obvious to others.
So communication is key. As I keep telling my husband when we try to play multiplayer games, and he doesn't talk to me and gets angry at me.
Why didn't you know about the thing I didn't tell you about?
I told you we played Mario Kart with the kid, with Nikolai. We tried to play Mario Wonder. It lasted 5 minutes before all of us were yelling at each other, and we went back to Mario Kart. So the other key thing is group decisions. There will be times where some of us want to keep going forward or want to go in one way, and the rest of us want to go, or some of us want to go the other way. Can we agree on doing a majority? Having
Well,
a
I
discussion?
always want to go left.
My thought on that is we don't want to be doing that every single time we come to a crossroads.
No. But if there is a particular point at which there is a massive... Like, most of the time we're like, yep, let's go left, or yep, whatever. But if there is a particular moment...
The idea of always going left is that you are systematically mapping out his target location.
But that's not really what I'm trying to talk about. It's when there's things like run away from the fog and one person goes that way and the rest of us go that way.
I don't remember that.
How do you see these decisions working within the players playing their characters, though?
Well, we don't...
Raise a hand, don't raise a hand.
Well, when we have time, we can have a proper discussion. But I think that there might be times where we need to have one person, and that we trust that one person will make the decision. It's not judgment.
Razzle says not yet.
My thoughts on that is to save time with picking a direction. We just go 3, 2, 1, and then we either like left, right, hand up to go straight. Instead of arguing over why we think we should go left or right.
Picking the direction, like that's just a bad example.
I think it's a great example because I think that's what's going to take the most time.
So I'm more like the bigger decisions. So player-wise, I'm thinking, how long are we going to try staying in Rapanathak this time? Reminding ourselves that...
Drazzle says you didn't.
No, we didn't. That is a good thing. But we do need to return to the keep sometime in the next couple of days so I can check in
Drazzle
on my
says,
people.
okay, he opens up another door and walks out.
Not yet!
That was easy.
He comes back with a coffee from the keep.
Calcrix is like looking between Drazzle and Hildren, and they've just had this discussion, and now she's confused.
He walks back in with another coffee.
She'll take one this time. It's not that we need to leave now, but there are things going on outside the world, and Rapanathak is not something we can do in the next week, month, couple of years. It is a long-term expedition. So we need to understand and have, because we also need to communicate with the other people that we are supposed to be leading, how long we are going to be away. Dimitri, you have 100 Flemish fire wizards that need your guidance.
As characters, we've got no information about how big Rapanathak is.
No, but I think Hildren's done a lot of research into the Big O and into fiends and that sort of stuff. I think my understanding, and Martin can tell me if I don't know this, but she would have at least an understanding that this is a big place.
Well, it's said to be the home of Orcus. Calcrix has done some legend laws.
The entrances
that we only have to. That what you told me about the area.
Yeah, I can add it in there so it's in the same speak.
So Calcrix will input when you're talking about it's a big thing for years. She says, I have done legend lore in this, and while I can't share all the information safely with you, I can share this. We only have to clear the immediate area. We do not have to clear all of Rapanathak. This does not have to be a mission of many years. It can be a mission of several weeks or days or months, depending on how quickly we move through this area and clear it.
But the reason we are down here is to destroy the 5 shrines.
No, we're to clear the area. That's it.
Before you joined us, Redrian told us we were tasked with destroying the 5 shrines so that we can then boot the Big O's avatar out of the material plane.
GM Martin.
I believe it was Karamikos who tasked you with that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Not
Redrian.
Redrian. Redrian tasked you with making it safe for the refugees, so that if the master wins, all the people don't die.
So the immediate concern is making this area safe, but as a party, our long-term goal is fulfilling Karamikos's request, which is to, because with the Big O's avatar where it is, the reason we came down here is the bad spots of magic were particularly bad because of his influence. So the bad spots of magic that come from trees of life overlapping were particularly dangerous because of the fact that the Big O's avatar is in this plane. And that is something that, and you're right, at the moment, the immediate area is our top concern. But the long-term goal is going to take a long time.
So we only need to clear this section of Rapanathak. We don't need to find the rest of it and clear all of it.
Not to make your place safe.
Not to make our kingdom safe.
Okay. And is that your kingdom or the other kingdom?
No, my kingdom.
Okay.
But
We're driving them down deeper.
why we came here is to destroy the 5 shrines and try and boot. To reduce the power of Orcus's avatar.
Piggly Wiggly.
The Big O's avatar.
Have we destroyed the
Nope.
5 shrines?
We have not
We
haven't even
one.
found one.
Okay.
Bert's too busy making
Unless that
friends.
altar was one of them, the
No.
one that teleported me away.
Nope. I checked.
Okay. Well, it's nice to know why you guys came down here. I was in character because Cetus never asked. It kind of just got forced upon you and was like, I guess I'm here now.
So, and yeah, we have our immediate short-term goal, and even that isn't necessarily, like, that might take a month. It might take a couple of months. It might take a week. We don't know.
Which is why we need to coordinate and move more swiftly.
But we've also got to make sure we don't forget what's happening in the outside world. And we've also got to make sure that we don't forget that at the moment we are just doing a fact-finding expedition. There is a bigger goal here that is going to take a long time. And part of the reason, like, logically, we know that there are multiple entrances to Rapanathak that are, like, miles and miles and miles apart. Logically, the dungeon has to be huge. So, short-term goal, clear this area, make our new kingdom safe. Long-term goal is to campaign to destroy the 5 shrines and then try and get rid of the avatar of the Big O from this material plane, because he's not meant to be here. And it's those sort of big decisions of how long are we going to be here? If we're going to split up, like, the big impact decisions that we need to have consensus on is what I'm saying. Because what's happened in the past is we've had the discussions, and even if we've had an agreement, things have possibly changed, and we get issues arising around that. So for...
I'm good with everything that you're saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So for when we have the space to have a discussion, like, we have a quick discussion and we agree that a majority vote rules and we follow the majority vote. Is that valid?
I'm good.
Yeah? Dimitri?
Except this is Jeremy, not Dimitri.
Yeah.
So so clearly one of the reasons why Dimitri was leading the party for a long time was so that the party progressed. It
Yes.
wasn't the sort of thing that there'd be so much other players not progressing, then as a player, Dimitri ended up being in front despite being squishy.
Just so that
because it meant that the party moved.
He unfortunately had 2 other players beyond Martin who just wanted to do hijinks and not roleplay because they weren't talking to each other. They were trying to one-up each other for how comedic they could be.
And I get that.
I gathered, though, that Jeremy/Dimitri now recognises it's a different party, and they're willing to kind of learn,
And I think...
even though they're flawed.
And I think...
The other factor, and this is a Dimitri issue, like I say, it's obviously one of the big examples we're talking about where the party had apparently come to a group decision and then Dimitri ignored when he stayed down after being decided he was going to stay. We weren't staying the night.
Yes.
That was definitely a Dimitri thing. On the fact that Dimitri did not have the capacity to fly by himself over the beast.
Yeah.
And he wasn't interested in recognising or showing a weakness of requiring the support of the party to get the card.
Which is what Dimitri needs to... It's something... Part of the reason why we wanted to have this discussion is to give all of the characters have a chance, because Dimitri has gone from a very different party structure to what we have now. And the issue that arose from that wasn't necessarily it felt like, oh, Dimitri's doing his own thing. Whereas when you told us that it was because Dimitri didn't want to show weakness and he was afraid, that made sense to us. But, like, Dimitri, I think, needs to learn that he has to communicate if that is, like, if he's for us to work as a party.
Either Dimitri has to come up with a clever way of accepting the help without looking like he's weak, or Jeremy needs to communicate to the rest of the group that Dimitri's not gonna play here because he's not going to admit that he's weak and he's staying put, so that the players know that that's what's going on, because they can't necessarily read the minds.
To help get around like that particular line.
Yeah.
Dimitri, work out with downhand and things like that. Actually, Dimitri can fly now, so we could go along.
Yes. But
okay. So one of the definite flaws in Dimitri's character is the fact that yes, he's not one that recognises the help of others, and to a great extent even necessarily the value of others' inputs, because that's what we're talking about, the idea from his perspective, the idea of a democratic group decision doesn't make sense if it means you're not listening to the best idea, you're following the best ideas, i.e. his.
yeah. And part of this is partly frustration and pure desperation out of Hildren. That's part of what the conversation is. The other part is, from a player perspective, this is a good opportunity for Dimitri to possibly try and learn to maybe acknowledge the possibility that somebody else might have a good perspective.
You're not talking character development, are you? Oh no.
Well, no, but it's also one of the things that makes it a bit hard for Dimitri to see the value in some of the party decisions when they waste resources by having two magnificent mansions for a night's rest.
I mean, technically it doesn't waste resources.
So that comes back to character flaws as well. For Calcrix, her brother's going to be going soon.
Okay, or characters jump into the obvious pile of trap treasure.
Yes, and we're working on that. We're all admitting that we have things that we need to work on. I know there are things I need to work on. But part of the point of being in a party, and this is probably a Hildren moment, part of the point of working together as a party is that we all balance each other out.
And if it makes Dimitri feel better, Drazzle says he only cast his spell once, many years ago.
Mm-hmm. Which spell?
He just accesses it whenever he wants.
Yes.
He's got a determined spell as opposed to a casting check.
I will flag as a player, my memory is very shoddy. If I end up forgetting a key piece of something, just remind me. Because I have a complete blank about this morning, let alone the start of the game. So sometimes it just really helps for someone to go, well, remember, we agreed you'd be in the front, and so-and-so would be in the middle, and we'd be in the back, and I'll go, oh yeah, sorry.
And like, the party format can change. As I said, it can change. But
so
that's our standard
when
we're moving and we haven't said, oh, I am specifically here. That's our standard setup. And group decisions, where we have time, we can talk them out like we are currently doing. And at the moment, we can only move around and do active adventuring for 8 hours. We don't get the benefits of a long rest until that last hour crosses the 24-hour mark. So there's plenty of time for us to sit, chill, and talk.
Yeah, good. As a player, or a player, I expect the characters are chatting away, sitting around the campfire.
Yeah.
Every night. Because as I said, like, particularly you need to have 8 hours of rest time, or even that time, like, particularly 6 hours of sleep.
No, for 5E it is 8 and level up. It is they need 8 hours of rest, but you
can. That's what I thought. 8 hours rest, but like if it's 6 hours sleep, 2 hours could be
4 hours.
4 hours for an elf.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking the human baseline. But then that technically still leaves if you're saying there's only 8 hours of adventure time in a day,
Yep.
It's 8 hours of strenuous
to the other 8
activity.
hours.
It's 8 hours of strenuous activity.
So we can wander and not really do much, but the actual adventuring, strenuous stuff is 8 hours.
The busting
Well,
open.
unless you start taking effects.
Unless you start taking strife or fatigue.
Yeah.
Sure.
So when were we going to have Merc's intervention?
Let's give it a little bit.
What?
What was that?
Or you want to make
Make
it
more
give up
statues
an
of you.
A joke from last session.
Oh, I just didn't hear it.
When we do have to make quick decisions, I think it would be a good idea to acknowledge where people are experts in that area. And if, say, it's a quick decision that's needed to be done around arcane magic, Dimitri tends to be the one that takes it. If it's a decision around
Kicking a door in.
kicking a door in, you know, we all have our areas of expertise.
Heads off mimics.
Why would I keep the door in? It's not the first decision.
Yes, no, I agree. We need to be more level-headed about some things. But in a combat situation,
Well, you're a barbarian, so yeah.
like, there are different areas
But you're better.
in which each of us is stronger. When we are in that situation, acknowledging there will be times where Merc is the person we should be listening to.
Such as when you're talking about merchants' trade and values of things.
So there will be times where Calcrix is the person we should be listening to. That there will be times where each of us is the expert in that field. When we're in that sort of situation and we need to make a decision quickly, knowing what our expertise is and going, okay, if we are in a situation that involves money, trade, value, we go with whatever, like, we tend to go with Merc is the leader in that moment.
Agreed.
So do we want to note down where each of the characters would be in that position? Or do we just wing it and acknowledge
I
that?
feel like there's the obvious ones of religion, mercantile, breaking things.
Not just tracking and survival.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's
so
something we could do
I'll do
outside
survival
a game.
as well. But
Yeah. We can work together.
And shooting things.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I
yeah,
can back up on the shooting
from
things.
1,500 feet.
I can back up on the shooting
Breaking
things. I'm not as good as you.
We're both really good at breaking things, even when we're not intending to break that mirror on the wall.
But, yeah, and like, I think that's just one of the concerns Hildren has as a character, is that we're acting as a hydra with heads going in different directions. It's not conducive to succeeding in our current task. So understanding each of our strengths and weaknesses and understanding when we should defer to each other and understanding when we need to work as a group to come to a decision is important. This is totally not backed up by the fact I'm helping it. I just helped a student with her Lord of the Flies essay. Conch!
Yeah.
Who
Great
has the
movie.
conch?
56?
I don't know.
Would have been around that.
And the amount of people who have tried to recreate that and not actually understood the concept of why it was like that. As
There are a lot of factors.
They were all private school kids who were
Yeah.
very privileged.
Mm.
Once you take that out of the equation, it's a completely different effect. And then there are other things you can take out of the equation that completely change it as well.
So, like, game-wise, this is an opportunity. Part of why we wanted to have this conversation is it gives our characters a chance to think on the way we work as a party and adjust the way we are functioning to be a more cohesive unit.
Yep, I completely agree.
We know it's going to take Dimitri time.
But it also takes, with Dimitri particularly, is if the expert in a field, from his perspective, mucked up, like he rolled 1 or 2 mucked up on their roll, then that's not going to help his impression of that person's expertise.
No,
Or
but
acceptance of that person's expertise.
it's the risk we have to take, and Dimitri can roll a 1 and a 2 as well,
Oh,
as he has shown before.
So
Says
Here's
Dimitri
one and
never
two, 20,
acknowledges when you
37.
roll-
The thief-
rolls a 1 or a 2.
the thief has a special ability where he rolls.
Which he doesn't have yet. I have a rogue. You don't get
Ah.
expert talent until higher level.
Okay.
The lowest you can roll is a 10.
Yeah, you don't get that till year
Which
tier
means
2
if you
or
have the
3.
ability that gives you things on a 1, you can never get that ability, even if it gives you a bonus.
You can never roll less than 10 on in level up. It's on a skill you have expertise in. So there are plenty of skills I can get a 1 in. It's just not the ones that I'm actually trained in. But yeah, no, Dimitri doesn't have that because I know what level rogues get that. I mean,
Well,
he's
so
welcome to level up rogue to that point, but it sort of undermines the whole wizard thing.
So what's the difference between 5e and level up?
5e is far more restrictive in what it allows you to do. Basically, you can't cross skills with other attributes. You can't. It doesn't want you to do be more open. It wants you to just do it in a specific way.
Okay.
So if you try to do anything different, such as my character would like to do this, you have to either make a break to the rules or say no, it can't.
Okay.
I quite enjoy playing level up.
So there's a lot of ways you can house rule 5e, but if you're trying not to house rule it, it does have quite a few things that don't work well. Plus, initiative is one of the big changes. Initiative in level up is a skill roll. Initiative in 5e is a specific bonus. So, you do find out from Drazzle that his place is literally always taking you to the tower on the edge of the keep, which you can't see properly. That is his where his dimensional space is located.
Okay.
That would be useful knowledge for the other parties if they can.
He won't tell them.
As a bug
and
out thing.
It's not something they get to know.
Yeah.
He's not giving them access to the keep because it's not part of their needs.
It's also not their keep.
Mm-hmm.
So unless they have interacted with us and gotten permission, that doesn't really factor into it.
Oh yeah, important question. Does anybody feel weird from having spent a night here?
Well, technically we haven't spent a night here.
You spent the night in your keep, in the keep, the stone's throw from it.
So we're still going to spend 2 more days down here.
No. Well, yes, two more days. 1 night.
Okay.
Because we said to the people at the keep that we are coming back on the 3rd day.
Because now
Because of course, like I say, it's one of those things that becomes that demonstration to do, and then hang on. So you recognise we had to test out within this going out of another fact. We found a perfect room, which had a perfect exit one, was completely sealed off from everything else.
But it
And
wasn't!
then we stayed in another place.
But it wasn't! There was a stairwell!
There was a stairwell.
Dimitri, that room was 3 rooms stacked on top of each other, and you could only access the other 2 rooms when you weren't directly looking at them.
But that doesn't mean that there wasn't a possibility of something else
Yeah.
coming in and hurting us.
There was a stairwell and
And
that
so therefore, considering one of those rooms had a nice picture of the treasure chest, still an enclosed room, and the other room was a stairwell going down that obviously you couldn't come up because you couldn't get in the mule to get the stairs.
Well,
I.e.,
we didn't know that.
Well,
Calrix figured that out last night.
yeah.
We didn't know
You
that.
guys technically don't know that yet because we've been talking about this stuff and Calfrix hasn't told you all the
let's
research
just-
you did.
Let's just say you did, and Dimitri's backing you up.
Okay.
In the spirit of harmony,
Mm-hmm.
let's just
Yeah.
play out
Yeah.
the
Well,
session.
we've had the conversation as players and
Yep.
as characters. We know we need to work more cohesively.
Yep.
We have our basic party lineup. We are attempting to try to make sure we are communicating better as a party. And if we need to make a decision, we know we either rely on the expert or we have a discussion if we have time. That is the three things.
So did Calcrix unattune the Robovi's charm?
She wouldn't have if she read all of the stuff, because I guess the conclusion is she can't.
He doesn't want to take the one-way trip.
Well, I don't think anyone will take the one. Convincing Dimitri to do the one-way trip would be
Difficult.
very difficult, and she just doesn't think that that's going to happen. So she feels
Well,
like
it would also be counterintuitive for the perspective of trying to map out everything we can get to and get back from first.
Yeah.
yeah. So she would have learnt that that's probably not going to be a solution that is one that's open to them right now.
So if we think of, even though spatially all the second levels are not going to be on the same level,
So
if we think of all the second levels as on the same level, we have to clear all of those before we can go down again.
I guess it comes to the GM's decision as to whether or not she started to unattune before she had that information, or
I will say no, you didn't.
if she discovered it and then went,
You
well,
just-
unattuning is not.
You
a
did
good
your
idea.
research before you rested, so you didn't unattune it.
Or you unattuned it last night, then you reattuned it this morning.
Yeah, because you reattune it. You attune your charms every end of long rest.
Yes. You don't unattune beforehand. You've basically got to choose if it's attuned or not at the end of the long rest. You don't get to unattune then reattune.
No.
Most of mine are automatically. Morrigan has some that I have to actively choose or not.
Oh,
But most of mine are auto attune. Like I auto attune every morning.
shall we?
It's part of my
progress?
morning routine.
Okay.
So
As you have completed, you've gone through the entire level, unless you want to figure out a way to deal with the room you just left. You can either consider it done and cleared, or try to solve the puzzle of the room again.
I am calling it level 1 part 2, level 2 part A.
And as far as I think it's clear as far as where we're right now.
I would agree with Dimitri.
Yeah, I think
I would mark the room as trapped.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's mark on the map that it's trapped. I don't think we can disable the trap. I think we just go back. And I would suggest going down the staircase in the room with the statue with the leech that almost ate you.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Can we connect that one up to one of the rooms here?
That's why I was saying the fact that there was no staircase, so we didn't find at this level.
There were
GM
multiple
wise,
staircases on the upper level you haven't connected here.
I was going to say, I presume GM
There was
There
a-
was a bunch of them.
The
the
whole
point of
from
the
the
information you gave me was
illusion
not to
pit.
spend 40
That's
more
the one
minutes
that I
trying to
can't-
take
I
apart a
can't
room
resolve.
that can't be taken apart.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the only thing that's connected.
Oh,
Okay,
we found
so-
all the staircases.
Instead of running down and starting another level, which you probably might not complete in time, this would probably be a good point to return to the keep and refresh, because you've now realised you're not going to be spending nights here.
Yeah, we
Now
can.
that you've got that mansion, it doesn't matter whether
As long
you...
as we have Drazzle, we can go home every night. Shall we head back to the keep?
Does Drazzle's door appear if I just cast the mansion?
No.
No, Drazzle has to be there.
That was Drazzle playing trick with you on Friday.
Yeah.
When we
Funny little bugger.
when we eventually lose Drazzle, your magic mansion is going to be magnificent mansion is going to be very, very useful.
You'll be,
I
the,
still
you'll
like
be
it.
the only
I love
one. And it doesn't mean that Drazzle will cast it for you always.
Yeah.
It just means sometimes he will.
Yeah.
Sure.
Check for Drazzle's door before you cast.
Yeah. I loved it. It was the first chance you've had to cast it. I think it was excellent.
And it does mean if you wish
I
to...
got the robes clean. So
I had
that's fine.
waterfall showers.
And if you really want to push taste, you can still do so.
But yeah, I think we do.
The only difference between yours and Drazzle's is you can leave your stuff in Drazzle's, you can't leave them in yours.
Yeah, because once it expires, it all just drops.
So what would Just theoretically, what would happen if there was a player in there that expired?
They would just fall out.
They would just fall out the door, or they fall...
Well, they would fall out from where the entryway was.
Yeah, okay. Right.
All on top of each other if there's more than one.
And so just push it out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Any creature within that infinite spell length is expelled in an unoccupied space in the entrance.
Okay, cool. Makes sense.
Okay. Do we want to return to the keep? Knowing we always have a way back here.
Sure, I'm happy with that. I wouldn't mind a check on my training regime I left with my army.
I could use a chat with some people.
Make sure he's not lost in a room. He has trouble getting out of them sometimes.
Doesn't know what a door is?
He can't see the door unless the bird's in the room with him.
Does Dimitri want to go check on what's happening
So you're
in
hoping Ten Knives
Karamikos?
doesn't just, cook a bit of pheasant?
You've got no problem with popping back?
Calcrix want to check in on her coffee shop?
Yeah, I guess so. She doesn't really need to, but she's got no real connections.
GM is telling us we should pop into
Yeah,
the
I know
keep.
the GM says, and that's what I mean. Yes, the GM has said go back to the keep, but Calgrix has no.
It would be a
Connections
good
there.
idea to give them the map of what we've discovered so far as well.
Okay.
In case we get killed.
If we had technically done this level,
I think I left
it
you
means
in the
that potentially Dragon's forces can come down and take the next staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, you find that there's an awful lot of stuff that needs your attention. Because, hey, people were not expecting you back and hadn't done anything you'd asked them to do while you were gone. All intending to do it in a day or two, just in time for you to come back.
Of course.
And they have no idea where you came from because they can't even see the tower.
Hildren sees Rune and starts crying.
Try to take his face off.
And so your characters will be here for a week before you can head back down. Having to deal with life and messy things.
I'm going to find Umi and
Donna
Fawn for the
Dimitri
portal.
just stayed and explored more rooms. Joking.
I completely forgot that I had left Umi as a representative of the Northern Continent. So if he's in the keep, I'm throwing him through the portal, picking him back up.
So, are there specific things you want us to do for the week, or?
I thought I would have an early night tonight because I am struggling mentally.
Awesome.
And I thought if we had you at this point and I didn't have to try to stop mid-story a bit later, because I'm sure there'll be interesting things the moment you go down another level.
All 5 of the shrines.
Oh no.
Each level does have its interesting stuff, and I believe there is potential of 3 to 5 levels representing this location, depending on how you do stuff. So if everyone's okay, and you can think about what your character spends the week doing, you can, I'll go to end credits and we can pick it up next session.
I will.
Bye, Sean's mum.
Bye, Sean's
By Sean's mum.
Like, share, subscribe.